The following program is rated TV MAL. It contains strong language and is intended only for mature audiences.
Yo, what is up? Welcome to Real Figures, episode number 31. My name is Omar V. Got a pretty quick show today. It's kind of improv episode. Kind of dropped the ball yesterday. I was really tired, so I didn't get around to kind of putting on an episode, man. But yo, big news coming out this week out of Legions Con. So definitely want to get on and talk about that. Let me know if my audio is coming in good, man. Kind of StreamYard has been kind of fucking up lately, dude, even with like the slides and stuff. So I don't know if they're having issues or something, or if it's like just like my setup right now. So let me know if everything's coming in good. But yeah, man, like I was saying, really want to get into those Mythic Legions reveals, especially that last one that they kind of had up their sleeve. So we'll get into that. Outside of that, it's not gonna be too long of an episode. We're gonna talk over like some McFarlane stuff, some Marvel Legends, a few other things that kind of popped up throughout the week, and we'll get into all that stuff, man. But first, I do want to go through my hauls. I haven't really picked up much lately. I did go in for this McFarlane Red Hood motorcycle. I don't even know what the hell the proper name to it is, but I needed a bike for the Red Hood. I had this like BBTS joint for like a minute. I hadn't even unboxed it, so I remember when they announced this. I think it was like the new 52 Red Hood. Or it might have been the Rebirth. They also kind of announced a bike. And at the time, I was like, man, it should have been a two-pack, the bike and the Red Hood. But you know what? I actually kind of had to eat my words. I'm glad it was just kind of singled out and just a regular bike because I already had this figure. So, yeah, kind of got my Red Hood set up with one. Kind of thinking that Mesco might reveal that next year. You know, I know they've been doing like some of the Robins and stuff. Then I think they got around to showing off the Nightwing. So yeah, I think they might have like a Red Hood up their sleeve next week. And then yo, man, I don't know if you guys caught the link. Popped up like last week. It was like $11 for SHF Naruto, man. So I got 3 of them. You were like limited to 3. So that got delivered last I think Thursday. And then I think around Saturday morning, I think that link popped up again. So I ordered another 3 on top of this. So I should be getting that in a couple of weeks. I don't know, for whatever reason, it's taking a little bit longer to deliver. And then got this in today from Amazon. Got the Transformers YOLO Park Starscream. So looking forward to kind of unboxing this later on. Oh shit, man, there goes my bike. Oh fuck, fucking Butterfingers. Oh damn. But yeah, that's all the stuff I got in this week, man. Waiting on my freaking Dragonfly, dude. I came home today from work and I was like, you know what? I ain't gonna do shit else. I'm gonna wait right here. And then I'll slowly realize that it was Veterans Day. So I don't think I got a delivery, but I think that's coming through FedEx, right? I haven't even got a shipping notification, man, but I've been seeing it popping up, I guess, on people just like out the blue and stuff. So yeah, looking forward to getting that in. And yeah, let me know what you guys are picking up, what you guys are getting in hand. If you guys got your HasLabs already, how happy are you with them? I know people were getting their Giant Man like a few weeks ago. Looks awesome. There was like a couple of them that had like QC defects and stuff. So I hope Hasbro's kind of taking care of that. And then I haven't really seen too many unboxings of the Dragonfly. I have seen a couple shots of it. Looks awesome, man, you know. But I think I'm gonna sell off the figures, dude. Like honestly, I forget Homegirl's name, but her face sculpt didn't look the greatest to me. I think I just want to keep Wild Bill. I think that's the only one I'm gonna hold on to, man. And then my boy Ripcord. I know my man Tyler was mad it's not a fully red hat. Yeah, if it was a red hat, I would have kept it, man. But yo, I'll say what's up to the chat because the chat's kind of trickling in and stuff. My man Tyler L, he was the first one to go. He says, let's go. Nobody wants to talk about. His screen looks kind of different, bro. Is this shit like set up differently or something? Or like, have I just not been on for a while? My man Ghost Tab is in the house. He says, what's up, Omar? What up, Ghost Tab? What's good with you, man? A lot of figures announced. Legion, Figuarts. Yeah, we're gonna talk over some of that stuff, man. So stick around. McFarlane Dragonline just had a not super cool day. Yeah, exactly, bro. They took a big L. My man Rojo's in the house. He says, bang, 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 motherfucker. Bang, bang. I should always remind you of Cactus Jack. Naruto, my favorite anime about sandals and ninjas. Yeah, there you go. Dude, $11. I was like, you know what? Now I had bought 3 of them at full price. And I was like, man, I was just kind of cool with that, you know. But man, getting for $11, I was like, dude, I had to stock up. I was like, you know what? I need more of that figure. Yo, when does the show start? My man Andy's. What's up, Andy's? What's good with you, man? Shout out to Andy's, bro. What are your opinions on what you saw over there, man? Allegiance Con. I'm kind of jealous of all the people that are out there, man. That should look awesome. B Rivera's in the house. He says, hey, yo, what up, all? Yo, man, B Rivera, heard the call. My man Boncho. Shit, Boncho, I should have sent you the link, bro. You could have actually kind of hopped on with me, man, if you had time to. That would have been pretty awesome. That would have been pretty cool, Boncho. Just like old times, remember, bro? Oh, man. Full screen Omar face. What up, bro? What's good with you, man? Are they still selling those Naruto figures for $11, dude? It was like a quick link. Man, fuck, man. I'm actually gonna like switch around like my social media and stuff because it's like really hard to kind of put messages out there, like as far as like when I have a show or when I don't have a show and stuff. So I'm gonna try to like get all that stuff situated. I mostly on X and stuff, man. But I do have like Instagram, but it's just kind of more. I don't know. I don't even use it to like post much. It's just kind of for like DMs and stuff. But yeah, I am trying to figure something else out. Maybe like a proper way to kind of have like links up for people and stuff. Because there's a Discord, but it was part of like an old channel that I used to be on with a couple of guys. My man Boncho. So it's still active. I do got to put that link out in here. And then yeah, you guys are welcome to join in there. I usually post links in there. But that since it was like going so fast, I only sent it out to a couple of people. I sent it out to my man Future Rick and the homie Cerebral Deep. I didn't really think of anybody else who was like interested or might have been interested in that stuff. So yo, but yeah, if they do pop up Ghost Tab, let me know. I'll try to get in contact with you, man. Is that your Instagram, Ghost Tab? I'll try to see if I could follow you or something, man. Hop on, Boncho. Yeah, my man Obi-Wan is in the house. He heard the call. He says, hey now. Good old times. Yeah, that was a blast, bro. I miss those days. Totally not ready for stream, man. These thanks, bro. Yeah, next time, man. I do got to hit you up ahead of time. I'd like to get Boncho on here one day. Most people use YouTube Community. Yeah, I know. Legion's kind of looked like Toy TuberCon. That's what it looked like. My man Darth G's in the house. He says, "Oh snap! What up, Darth? What's good with you, man?" Aiden Skate is in the house too. He says, "What's up, everyone?" Damn, proper chat in the house tonight. So that's awesome, man. But yeah, like I said, it's gonna be a quick show, man. Dude, I've been trying to get like another show off the ground, but it's just like, man, especially around this time, it's like the busiest time of the year for me at work. So it's like, man, I'm just like burnt out, dude. And then like, you know, just on my spare time, I kind of want to like spend time with my family and stuff. So it's like it's kind of hard, you know. And then like a few months ago, like my mom, man, she had like a really horrible like accident kind of. And so yeah, I've just been trying to like dedicate some time to kind of like helping her out and stuff. But yeah, everything is all good when it comes to toys and stuff. So I do like kind of jumping in here whenever I can and have an opportunity and chopping it up. So today is that opportunity, man. So we'll get into it, man. Oh shit, my man Johnny number 5 too. Speaking of the old show, my man Johnny's in the house. What up, Johnny? I ain't talked to this guy in a minute, bro. The Colorado kid. What up? Yeah, it was a good time. Right on, man. Yeah, if you guys were at Legion Con, let me know. Let me know where your guys' thoughts were. If you guys picked anything up or anything like that. Because it looked awesome. It looked like a really awesome con. It looked like probably one of the best, if not the best, indie con out there. Honestly, it looked a lot funner to me than New York City Comic Con. And then maybe I don't know. That's just kind of short-term memory that I'm having because it just looked like a blast and stuff. So we're gonna get into all this stuff that was kind of shown off there. Not everything. Like I said, there's like plenty of people that were out there. So I'm sure there's like a lot of coverage on YouTube right now. You know, shout out to like Toy Games. I saw like a video. He was kind of showing off his hauls and stuff. He was talking about it. I'm sure Articulated Ninja's gonna have a great video. And yeah, there was just like plenty of people out there. I was just kind of like just scrolling through Instagram trying to see what I could find and stuff. But yo, we definitely are gonna have the proper reveals of the 4 horsemen. But yo, first though, we don't save the best for last, man. We just jump right into it, guys. So you already know, man. Got to start it off with the Todd McFarlane, guys. So DC Direct, new Page Punchers wave went up for pre-order this week. I believe it was last week. It might have been last week. I'm already kind of like losing track of time and stuff. That's why I like doing the show every Sunday. It's just kind of very clean, you know. It's the end of the week, start of the new week. So yeah, this I believe it went up the last couple of weeks. So I guess this is like a reissue of the Red Hood from DC Collectibles. I guess it's going to come in the Page Punchers line. So it's a good opportunity to give people, that were collecting this line. I think that figure had gone up a little bit in the aftermarket. So, now I guess he's kind of sticking in one of these like page punchers wave. And it's kind of interesting too, because usually I always kind of thought this was kind of dedicated to more of his like DC multiverse 7-inch scale figures. But like, yeah, this being a proper 6-inch scale figure, like it's pretty cool. It might give us like an opportunity to get some of these like, I guess, more sought after like DC collectibles figures. They are a little bit more stylized to kind of resemble the comic series that was coming out during the animated run. So it is a good looking figure if you're into this type of line. Like I don't know, I think just Red Hood in general is just like a popular character. And then this look for him, it just looks like really badass, really classic. Like that's man, I'm kicking myself, bro. I never got that first Red Hood that McFarlane like announced. So like getting this one, like BBTS, I thought I'd be happy with it, man. But like, dude, that brown jacket, it just sets it off so much better. This is cool, but even like the chrome on that first one that he did, it was just, man, it just set it off. Never was able to find that fucking thing. And then I remember seeing it going for like, I don't know, I think it was like $40 at the time, and I thought that was just stupid. I was like, I ain't paying that. I'll find it. And it only went up, man. I think it goes for like $120 or something like that now. It's fucking crazy. So I guess I just got to be happy with this one. But like I said, it's just a popular character. A lot of his figures tend to sell out. So like I was saying at the beginning of the show, I do imagine Mezco kind of going in next year, kind of at least revealing one. So if you are collecting this line, the opportunity is out there to order it up. Comes with a good amount of stuff, man. It's kind of crazy that he's packing out so many accessories to this type of figure, and then sometimes you get like a Superman and he doesn't even have two of the same hands, so it kind of sucks ass. But yeah, it's a good way to, like I said, to kind of give people opportunity to pick up some of these characters. And then an all new Superman 78, this time from the comic series. So we get this Christopher Reeve Supes now with like some kind of weird cell shading and this weird face sculpt that he has, man. It just looks, man, it kind of looks like fuck, what's the name of that movie with that song USA? Fuck yeah. It kind of reminds me of like one of those characters, bro. Just like the eyes or something. It just kind of looks really weird. And then just that cell shading, like I don't know, man. Like anybody that's into this type of figure, it's like very specific and it just stands out too much on the shelf, But honestly, if you kind of put it next to maybe like some other cell shaded figures, I don't think it would look as bad. And then you do get an opportunity, like maybe just for custom fodder. It does got like a soft goods cape with the S on the back. I know some of his Supermans, even though they have got like soft goods cape, they don't tend to have the S all the time. So like I said, it is good opportunity for custom fodder. And then I don't know how hard it would be to take off all that cell shading right there. It's like that's a lot of ink going on that, like on the side of his pants right there. So I don't know, like inner part of his thigh. I don't know if that would kind of come off as clean. And then maybe just pop another head sculpt on there, and then it looks like a pretty good standard Superman to me. But like I said, when we were talking about that first release, it's just, when you get these brighter costumes, the aesthetics that McFarlane brings are really unsightly, so they kind of are at the forefront. So you do definitely see those huge ass pins, very ugly, But yeah, I don't know. Outside of that, I just kind of looked at this as like custom fodder and stuff, nothing crazy. What's the chat saying about this? Anybody in on these so far? Man, Ghost Tab talking about Team USA. I don't know what the fuck that has to do with any of that stuff. Darth G says, pass on these Red Hoods. I'm waiting on MAFEX, SH, or another third party. Yeah. Maybe, I don't know. Like I said, I think Mezco's the next company to reveal it. I don't know if SH would do. I don't think they do like comic book stuff, but who knows? That might be something they have up their sleeve also. And then yeah, MAFEX, and then some of the Chinese companies that we saw during Wonder Festival. I think that's like another good opportunity to get like classic comic DC characters in a more proper 6-inch line, I would love to see that dragon in person, my man Tyler L. Yeah, same, bro. Like I said, we're gonna look at some pictures, but I don't think the pictures do it justice. That figure looked that thing looked awesome. So we are gonna dive into that. I'm not into that cell shading on these soups. Yeah, it just looks, like I said, it stands out too much and not in a good way, man. But like I said, this was a comic series that kind of came out not too long ago. I think this was like about 2 or 3 years ago. I actually remember picking up this issue just to see what's up with it, because I think it was supposed to be like a continuation of the 78 movie. So it's like a lot of the things that are like that saga. A lot of the things that people wanted to see in the movie were actually in this comic book. So you got to see like a Brainiac and all this stuff, and it would have been cool to get all that stuff, like in the movie. But yeah, I guess they just kind of took an opportunity to kind of make a comic run of it. From what I heard, it was pretty good. I just remember reading that first issue and I was like, it's not really my cup of tea as far as the comic book goes. But I did think it would have been cool to kind of see some of the stuff that was getting shown off in there in the movie. Same with like the Batman 66 comic book stuff. Like I always see like cool characters in there. It would have been kind of cool to get them. And then we move on to the Shazam. Now this one was like a hot ticket, man. This thing is like seriously, it's sold out everywhere. When I first saw it, I didn't think too much of it, but man, like I said, I have been busy like the last week or so. So I hadn't really been paying too much attention to the toy news. But man, once I actually saw it, I said, God damn it, man. That would have been like a perfect Shazam to go like on my DC like McFarlane shelf and stuff. I'm not really the biggest fan of the head sculpt. It looks a little funny as far as the eyes go, but when you look at like the comic book reference that it's taking it from, it is pretty accurate. But yeah, man, this Dawn of DC Shazam, like I said, like even if you don't like the head sculpt, you could probably pop another head on there. I'm still actually kind of waiting on that Gong Studio to charge me from 5K. I actually just finished paying off, or not finished paying off, but actually just paid off that Superman that came out. So I got that coming in. I would have figured they would have came in at the same time, but just as far as like a McFarlane Shazam, I think this is probably the best one that he's put out. I think I honestly think this is the only one that he's put out outside of the movie stuff, but it is just like a good looking classic Shazam. It does have like a soft goods cape. That looks pretty good. Like I said, a lot of his stuff, I don't know, man. I don't know if it's just like the FOMO that's hitting people, but these things are selling out, man. You know, and stuff that people have been asking for since like the beginning of the line. It's like more classic looks for like a lot of these DC characters and stuff, you know, just to fill out a cool shelf, you know. Because I remember just early on, you were just getting flooded with Batman and Batman and Batman and Batman. It would be like whole waves of it. And then when you look at your shelf that you're building out, it would just be that. And it didn't look as cool, you know. And like that's the thing when you see like these like classic comic book characters, their bright costumes, that fucking spandex, some of them had capes. It just looks a lot better on the shelf, you know. So I'm sure people are going to be on the lookout for this one when it hits in stock. I myself are going to be one of those people also. And then like the cool thing about this Page Punchers line is they all do come with that comic, you know. So, you know, just it's a cool way to kind of spread comic books, you know, to people, you know, and maybe gift these to, you know, maybe kids that don't pick up comics or something, maybe getting them into it. I don't know how effective that might be, but it is a good looking Shazam overall. Like I said, just maybe that head sculpt could have, you know, I don't know, could have been tweaked up a little bit, but if you do see the reference, shout out to Toy Shiz. I've been watching his videos a lot. He kind of actually had the proper picture to it. So yeah, overall though, it looks pretty good. Like I said, even that cave looks fucking awesome. And what I've been seeing actually about that Gong Studios or that Pop Mart stuff, it's like, do they not put a wire in the cape? Am I tripping? Like I see people saying they had to add a wire. What? Why even do soft goods? Like I don't understand that. Like that's outrageous to me, you know. So like I said, it is kind of cool. McFarlane kind of just upping his game, man. Like, dude, this is something that Marvel Legends still hasn't even gotten around to doing. And like I said, this guy's throwing it in every which character, not just Batman's, not just Superman's. It's like a lot of these like other characters in DC that have capes. He's putting like pretty awesome capes too. Like this isn't bad at all. Like seriously, it is an awesome effort. So I'm not surprised that this thing dried up. So be on the lookout for this one when it hits in stock. I think the only way you could get it right now is if you order entire cases of it. But man, then that means you'd be getting stuck with like this weird looking soups and then that red hood that might not be to your liking, man. So hopefully a lot of people get an opportunity to get it once it comes in stock. And then right now we did talk about this Geoforce figure. I believe at New York Comic Con he had it revealed in the panel, secretly hidden like on one of the panels. It didn't really get too much attention, but it is hitting Target stores right now. So I have seen a couple people picking it up, a couple reviewers kind of already reviewing it. And then there is a Chase that has his more classic green and yellow costume. So I don't know. Lately, the comics that I've seen him in, he did have like this more orange red type. So I guess that's like his newer version. And then yeah, but that classic green one, man. I think the one thing with this one though is like the effects are kind of weak. The kind of weak sauce, man. But if you kind of know this guy's power set, it would be pretty hard to kind of get like effects of this guy. You know, I mean, honestly, you could just go outside and pick up some rocks and just kind of put them around this dude, and that's pretty much it. You know, but yo, it would be kind of cool if he did like a mega figure or like one of those. Like I know he's doing that Kong, like a scaled up like golem of this fool, like. because this dude's power is like, it's kind of crazy. If you kind of like ever seen this dude like in a comic, this motherfucker has like a gravity control and like fucking earth control. It's kind of crazy. And then I have seen him kind of go heads up with Soup, so I don't know how long he lasts in the fight, but it is a pretty strong character, so I'm sure this thing is getting hunted out pretty heavy. So be on the lookout at targets if you do spot this one. It might be a hot one, man. And shit, be on the lookout for those chases, guys. Those chases, man. If you're not into them, man, you could definitely flip those things. I do attest to that. My man Diesel Fit is in the house. He says, I want to see some figures from the recent Absolute series, but I don't trust McFarlane to make ones that I will like. Yeah, I know, man. You know what? I think he might make that fucking Absolute Batman, that big. Speaking of Diesel Fit, that big Diesel Fit yoked up Batman, dude. I think he'll make that. I think he'll make that because that's like a big, there's like a big push in DC for that Absolute series. So I do think McFarlane is gonna make those, man. It might be a year from now, honestly, because he doesn't really take long to kind of get into some of that stuff. But then there are characters that I've been waiting, like Clown Hunter, I've been waiting on. Fail Safe. I know he's got a Fail Safe that he's cooking up, so it doesn't usually take him that long, but there are characters that have been racking up the years, or a couple of years at least, that haven't been made so far. So he still does have a few up his sleeve of more recent characters, I guess. Is this a totally different Reeves head sculpt? I think it's the same one, it's just painted differently. And like I said, that's what was throwing me off with that first reveal. It was like not a great head sculpt, but not a bad one either. It was kind of in the middle. So now to kind of see it painted up differently, if the eyes were like a different kind of like paint on this, like I don't know, I think I would like this one a little bit better, you know. It just forget the name of that fucking movie. Team America, is that the name of it? Fuck yeah, that's what it looks like to me. So I don't know. My man Future Rick is in the house. He's like, yo, what's up? What's up, Rick? My man Codename's in the house too. He says Omar Mondays. Hey man, shit, man. Shout out to the people that are having the show right now. I don't ever mean to like step on people's toes as far as like this YouTube thing goes. It's like, it's stupid. It's not a real thing, but it kind of is. It's like, yeah, there's certain etiquette you gotta follow, man. But like I said, it's just the time that kind of works out for me this week. And then yeah, kind of wanted to just kind of dive into this like fucking Four Horsemen news, man, because it was the hot topic of the week. So I didn't want to let that simmer too long, man. But jumping back to this DC stuff, like I said, go up, be on the lookout at Target for your Geoforce if you are on the market for it, man. And then Todd, man, with the toy of the year, you know I had to get my vote in. So he's got this 66 Batman finalist for toy of the year. I just think it's so funny that Todd is like actively always trying to get these awards, man. So yeah, he does have a link like up in his bios to McFarlane Toys. Go ahead and drop a vote. It's no more than like a couple clicks. You don't even have to put your name or anything. So I'm sure this guy's pretty he's gonna be fair about it. He's not gonna have people cheat for him or anything. But I do have this Batman, so I am kind of looking forward to this actually winning. So that would be pretty awesome. I'd get to say that I own Toy of the Year 2024. So go ahead and vote, guys. Do Uncle Todd a favor, man. You know he's gonna be posting that video if he does win, man. And then up for pre-order this week, also the Batman and Robin Batmobile went up. Man, I haven't pre-ordered this one yet. I still haven't gotten that Batman Forever joint. I gotta get it. Like I said, I was holding out for a different light on it, a little more blue, I guess, man. But I think I'm just gonna have to go in for it. And then this one, I am gonna go in for it eventually, man. But something that was tripping me out, and not just myself, but a lot of people online, was just the size of this thing. It's like, man, the photography always kills it. Like they always kind of showcase awesome looking product shots, man. They got Batman in there. Look at Batman seated in the Batmobile right here. Doesn't look out of the norm. It kind of looks a little funny, you know, but I think that's just the design of the Batmobile that you know, kind of takes people out of it. It's just the topless, you know, with the brains blown out. Batman doesn't look crazy. It looks pretty okay, but when you get into like the fucking like image reveals, like just the regular pre-order image reveals, it's like, dude, this thing is looking funny, bro. Like, I don't think a 7-inch figure fits in this fucking thing. I think they undersize this Batmobile. I mean, it's just crazy to me that he's making every single Batmobile, but this thing is looking a little funny with Batman in there. It kind of looks like a little kid car, you know, those little kid cars you put quarters in, and he's like rocking back and forth. Kind of looks like that a little bit. It's just, I don't know. It looks a little goofy, but I think if I do get this, or I know I am gonna get it, because like I said, I do want to get all of them. it just looks a little funny though. I don't think I'm gonna stick a Batman in there unless it's like an import Batman, but I don't think any import company would be make a Clooney joint. So I don't know how happy I am about that, man. It is cool though that this thing has light up features, sound features, and stuff. So like I said, I don't know. I could probably do without the sound feature. They did have a video on their Instagram. I was gonna get it on here for the show, but that shit was just like annoying. I don't know how many times I'd be pressing that fucking thing, man. So I do appreciate the lighter features though. That's awesome. Like on a toy or anything. And even the sound, I guess, it's just like it kind of just adds to the effect of it. And then at the end of the day, these are toys, it's not just an adult that's gonna buy this, even though this is like a movie that we kind of grew up with. A kid could totally have a blast with this. This just looks like an awesome Batmobile to any kid, and that's why I feel like those movies kind of are near and dear to a lot of people. The Schumacher joints and all that stuff from the '90s, because it's just the toyetic factor that was brought by like the designs of like all the characters and all the entire world of Gotham. It was just so fun, just so fun. And like I said, you get this Batmobile to any little kid, and he's gonna know exactly what it is, exactly how to play with it, and that's pretty awesome. So, and then it still goes good as a collector piece. You put this on the shelf with the rest of your Batmobiles, and that looks fucking awesome. What are your guys' thoughts though, man? Did you guys go in for this joint, and have you guys bought all of them so far? Because like I said, it really tripped me out with this shot right here. But then you see this shot, and it's like, man, it looks really good right here. I don't know if you got the fisheye lens on this shit or something, but you look at it right here, and it just looks a little funky, man. So I don't know. But like I said, I'll probably not be sticking my fucking McFarlane bats in there. My man Wavy's in the house. Just gang, gang, gang. What up, Wavy? What's good with you, man? Future Omar here trying to steal subs. Guys, watch out. Oh man, I don't know about all that. He said, "Fuck their toes." Yeah, I know. Oh man, Aiden Skate says Tuesdays are open for a good toy show. Just saying. Oh man, my man Aiden wants me to take over Tuesdays. Yeah, I might have to go down the line every week, every day of the week. This Batmobile is so goofy. It's the one I had as a kid. I always question how he don't get shot. Yeah, exactly. It's like, bro, how the fuck you don't take this fool out so quick, or this is so funny, dude. I don't know. I don't think they thought about the design too much back then. Clooney Batman without wobbleable head articulation. Looks like a bed car kids be having. Oh yeah, I totally see that too. Yeah, you're definitely right about that. Which would be awesome. I would love to sleep in a bed like this. So be on the lookout for this when it does hit. I'm sure people are gonna be getting a kick out of that scale and shit, and the proportions, I guess. Yeah, play with perspective, baby. And then moving on, keeping it with DC, moving on to this Mondo 1/6 Batman Beyond figure. Now this thing went up for pre-order, I believe, this week, and it sold out pretty fast. I think it was limited to 1,000 pieces. Man, but I gotta say, man, like I said, these guys seem to be pumping out release after release, man. But I don't know, man. I'm actually kind of starting to be a little bit more weary of them. Because I don't know. I'm kind of looking through this Batman Beyond, and like I said, it just doesn't. They look like movable, like good movable, like statues and stuff. Like honestly, now that I'm kind of looking at a lot of them, because even here they don't. It doesn't look like they showcase too much of it. I did like this little egg baby accessory. That shit's awesome. But yeah, outside of that, I don't know, man. And the fact they didn't give him that like iconic pose from that intro, like where he's just like crouched down, it kind of looks like I don't know, like Pharaoh and shit. Kind of try to do it right here, but this is not it, man. And then the wings right here look a little funny too, man. It's like, dude, it's very hard to get this guy's wings right. Right here they look good. I always like his wings to kind of just be attached kind of to his like arms and stuff. But man, outside of that, I don't know. I think, like I said, same thing kind of applies to like that I said about the Red Hood to Batman Beyond. It's just very cool character. It's got like cult following almost. So anytime you get to see a figure of this guy, like it's gonna sell really well. It's just like I said, I don't know if a lot of the times when it comes to like these like Mondo releases, if it's FOMO driving the purchases, or if people are just content with just the articulation that they have and stuff, and they're pretty happy with it. Because I don't know, to me, they look like really highly detailed, highly painted, like figures, but like I don't know. I'm kind of like I said, I'm starting to be a little bit more weary of them because it just seems like they're just relentless in the releases and stuff. And I don't know if it gives people a fair opportunity to like buy some of these, you know. But like I said, I do kind of admire also when they kind of show off a new one because I don't know, it's just something to kind of take a gander at, talk about and stuff. Maybe you do go in for a couple of them or here and there. Maybe you might have a favorite character, favorite cartoon series that they're making. So yeah, it did sell out, but I did see on their social media that they are gonna have like just a more regular release. So we might get rid of some of these head sculpts and stuff. I hope they just give you just a classic, just a Batman Beyond, and then a Terry head sculpt, and then they could probably do away with this one, probably the Egg Baby, and then some of these other extra accessories, man. But I don't know, like that's the other thing too. It's like, man, they make these figures already, but they're like making like certain ones limited. I brought that up when we were talking about the Venom. Kind of just takes me out of it. It's like, man, if I don't get like the full spread at the first opportunity, then I just discount it like forever, you know. Just mentally, I just kind of say I'm probably never gonna get this anyway. So I don't know. Did any of you guys go in for this, man? Because yeah, like I said, it did sell out pretty fast. I didn't think it would sell out as fast as it did, man. Like just because I don't know, it's very expensive, like stuff going on, man. This HasLabs they're hitting. I guess those are paid for already, but man, potential for new ones. We were talking about the Mondo Ghostbuster stuff. And then Mythic Legions full wave reveal and stuff. So there's always stuff to kind of pre-order and put your money towards. I don't know if these limited drops are like getting as many people as they would get if they just make it more general, I guess, you know. So for me, it is a pass, even though I do like Batman Beyond. I just wish we would get like a Mayfix figure that looked like this, you know, and just move like a Mayfix. Because I don't know, I think it would be up their sleeve to do a really great Batman Beyond, and I think that would be probably the best version of Batman Beyond that we would get for a very long time. Like I think it would just sell like crazy. So I don't know. Fighting Coney. Omar is the penguin of toy tubers, taking over one night at a time until he owns the week. Bro, I still haven't seen that last episode, man. I heard it's so fucking good. Oh man, dude, that's a fucking awesome series, man. If you guys haven't watched the Penguin, go watch that shit, bro. Like seriously, man. I almost wanted to do like a breakdown like show of every episode. But like I said, I almost feel like I need to start a new YouTube for that shit, man. I think I can get that to fly on here, man. And I'm stupid for not buying that penguin figure from that Batman wave. That shit was going for like $9, and I was like, "Nah, my penguin. Nope, Danny DeVito's my penguin. I don't like this Colin Farrell penguin." Man, this penguin is the penguin, man, and it's a good way to tell a good origin story for like a villain and stuff. It's awesome. So yeah, go watch that if you haven't watched it. I think it's on HBO Max. So you guys have HBO Max. But jumping back to this, like I said, did end up selling out. But if you are interested, they do have a regular release coming out fairly soon. Kind of hilarious. They gave him health class egg. Yeah, a little egg baby. I like that. That's a dope accessory, man. But like I said, I hope this is just part of the more general, limited release. And then once the limited or the general one does come out, I feel like that's an accessory they could take out. But it is cool that they did add that one. I hope they make a non-exclusive Batman Beyond Mondo. We don't care for Terry head sculpt. I'd rather have the egg accessory. Oh, really? I'd actually like the Terry head sculpt. But yeah, the egg baby is fucking awesome too. But they will have a general one coming out fairly soon. Yesterday episode of the Penguin was a 10. Ah man, no spoilers, guys. No spoilers. Penguin was probably the best show I watched this year. Yeah, I agree. I don't think I got to watch too many other like really like captivating series like that. Like as far as like captivating, I mean like something that I look forward to watching like every week. I don't think I've like came across a show like that in a while. I did get to catch up on Demon Slayer though recently, man. Fucking awesome. My boy Muichiro. I got to get that figure now, man. I want that Buzz mod, but I think I'm gonna wait around for the SHF stuff. I heard the SHF's killing it, man. But I did get to catch up on the newest season and the last season, the Swordsmith Village arc, man. But keeping it with Batman, it doesn't stop, guys. Batman mania, guys. Forget your dragons, forget your mythic legions. We're gonna talk about Batman all day. Because next up we got Hot Toys 1/6 Batman: The Dark Knight Returns. And man, guys, like I said, I've been saying it. What can they make? What can they make? Hollywood isn't making good movies. They're not making cool stuff. Hot Toys can't just rely on like MCU and fucking, Snyder cut anymore and all that shit. They gotta go and start digging into these like comic fucking like versions of these characters, man. And I think this is honestly gonna be like the start of like an all new comic book Batman line for Hot Toys, man. Super iconic looks that we're gonna get from them. Because like just kicking it off right here with this Dark Knight Returns joint, I gotta say, man, this thing looks pretty fucking awesome. I did see that they kind of like brought in like this new upper torso to kind of like show off his fucking abs and stuff. I did see some people pointing out the head sculpts though, that they weren't too happy with them. But I don't know. I think they look good, man. And I think it's just something about seeing like an official Hot Toys release of this. That it just kind of it's like Codename was saying, it's an instant pre-order, man. Like this thing looks fucking cool as fuck, man. Because of this fucking rifle, the gun that he has and stuff. So that looks fucking dope as fuck. But I was really just tripping out on the people that weren't happy with the head sculpts, man. I think they look great. I saw some dorks saying that this smiling head sculpt wasn't like fucking Batman at all. I thought it looked pretty dope. Like seriously, I was kind of like really kind of looking over the pictures because I don't know. I don't tend to listen to too many people online because shit, people don't even listen to me. I'm over here talking shit about all this stuff all the time, or half the time at least. But you know, everybody has their own opinions. But I thought this thing looked awesome. Man, I honestly have to slow down with like even thinking about pre-ordering Hot Toys, man, because I did go in for that comic book Venom. I did go in for that Doom. I did go in for that Darth Vader. Like, man, I'm gonna have to pay those up when they fucking hit. So I haven't pre-ordered this, man, but man, dude, it is a good opportunity, like I said, to get like iconic looks in the 1/6 fashion, I guess, you know. Maybe you do decide to kind of just pivot away from 112 or 118 if you collect that. And man, you would start off your 1/6 collection with like iconic ass characters, iconic looks, and like I said, any Batman fan, I think getting a collection of 1/6 figures in all these different versions would just be so awesome. And then yeah, this being the first one to kick it off, man, that'd be awesome to just stop here. Like I'd be happy with just this alone. So Mass Head comes with 3 interchangeable lower faces. So I guess like his lower jaw or like that lower part of like not covered from his cowl, you can change out. And then yeah, the newly developed portrays Batman's muscular physique. My man yoked up. So yeah, it's that Frank Miller iconic design, man. It's like super beefed up. Cape equipped with bendable wire. Shit, I would hope so. You know. But yeah, overall, I think this thing was pretty awesome. I haven't taken a look at the price. I just didn't want to go anywhere near that pre-order page. But man, this thing looks so dope that yeah, it is very tempting because I think this one would be one that you're gonna be kicking yourself. I think it is one that if you miss out, I think it is one that's gonna sell out because man, I was even watching Justin's collection today. He was kind of like talking about the preview of it, and yeah, he was saying that in the Hot Toys community, this thing is getting like looked at heavily. So yeah, I do see this one selling out, and like I said, once these things sell out, your decision's made for you guys. You ain't going to eBay for this motherfucker, man. So don't sleep if you are interested. Man, Codename says great price. Is it free? That's the only great price that I know. Nah, but man, if it's not too expensive, I don't know. I might just dive into it, man. Future Rick says, dude, if they make an Alex Ross or even Final Crisis version, take my money. Yeah, I think they will like seriously kind of go into like making like iconic stuff because it's like I said, man, and I'm not the only one that notices. You can't just keep making a fucking Iron Man, Tony Stark, you know, Robert Downey Jr. figure. You can't just keep making the MCU figures. That shit's done with. You know, they're gonna wait till the next round of movies. But in the meantime, I feel like they're gonna dive into like these classic Marvel characters, these classic DC characters. Like, man, that'd be so awesome. Like, man, if they make like a Silver Age Joker figure, like, man, that shit, fuck, dude, how sick would that look, man? You know, I'm even tempted to go in for that fucking InArt Studios like fucking statue, that Queen Studio statue. It just looks like a sick ass Joker. Like, oh man, if it's 1/6, I might go in for it. Like, seriously, if it's that scale, because it just looks so cool. And like I said, just these classic looking characters. Like, man, if they make like a Dark Knight Returns Superman, it would even look cool to kind of pose him out on the shelf or something. Well, you probably have to get the armor version of Batman, but yeah, I don't know. Like any of this like classic comic book stuff, I think it's gonna sell really well. So shit, man, 250, fuck, bro, man. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to go in for that shit. Fucking hell, 250. I thought this thing would have been at least 350, man. That's a great price. Still saving on Hot Toys Venom. Tamashii Nation's announcements are killing me. Yeah, I had to go in for that Venom, bro. That shit looks so sick. Dark Bulb is in the house. He says, hey, late crew. What up, Dark Bulb? Hey, new logo from Dark Bulb. I love it, man. That's awesome. Hell yeah, Dark Bulb's in the house. Says, yo, Boncho, Johnny Eric saying what's up to the chat. He says, imagine Hot Toys makes Killing Joke Joker. Yeah, dude, exactly. You know, and I think they will. Honestly, now if this gets pre-ordered heavy, I think that's even what Justin's collection was saying. He was like, if this gets pre-ordered heavy, like, bro, I can definitely see them pivoting away from more of these like movie releases and focusing a lot more on comic book characters, comic book designs, and shit, just reeling the cash, man. Especially for fucking 250. Hell yeah, that's gonna get pre-order heavy as fuck. You know, because shit, at the end of the day, this doesn't look like that hard of a Hot Toys figure to make. Yeah, the soft goods are intricate, but these guys are, you know, obviously it's Hot Toys. You're making a fucking Iron Man figure all the goddamn time. That's got to take a lot more tooling, a lot more stuff. This is just fucking big beefed up guy in a fucking Batman costume. Great looking head sculpts, great looking paint. That's it. let's get this shit out there, guys. So I'm happy for it, man. Yeah, I might have to jump on it for 250. That is awesome, bro. Fucking hell. He says, you mean bringing the truckloads of cash, comic stuff always sells well, in my opinion. Yeah, I agree. My man NYC Figure Fanatic says, you're shit. Shout out to NYC. I just saw you on the video, bro. Saw you on Toy Games video, man. He was shouting you out. That's awesome, bro. You hooked that dude up. That was a great deal that he got. But yeah, shout out to NYC, man. I know he was out there at Legion's Con, and get into that right now and see what his thoughts were, man. See what he was thinking. But moving on from here, Hot Toys also put out a little teaser to Jinx from Arcane, League of Legends. I know if you guys ever watched Arcane, man, I loved it. Season 1 was so awesome. I've been watching season 2, a little bit of it. It hasn't started off as good as like season 1, man. I think season 1, the first couple 2 episodes, it was slow burn. Episode 3, man, that shit locks you in. You're fully invested to the rest of the series. It was just such a long fucking wait to this new season. I was like looking so forward to it. It was like the first time I ever like really like, oh, this shit's premiering today. I'm watching this shit. And it hasn't really got me. I'm 2 episodes in, so I'm like, maybe that third one like last season. I don't know. Like that, like I said, that first season, it gets you invested into like the characters, especially like the first group of characters, the first batch of characters you're introduced to. And then I don't want to spoil anything. It was like a fucking 2-year-old show. But yeah, it is kind of a crazy turn that series takes, man. I always tell people to watch this stuff, and people are always like, I just can't get into it. You know what I think it is? I think it's that fucking Imagine Dragons intro. I'm with you. I can't stand, like, dude, I cannot stand Imagine Dragons, bro. I don't know what it is. It's just something about their music. I just can't get into it, man. So every time I hear the intro, I gotta skip the intro, bro. I got to, man. And like I said, every time I tell people, yo, go watch Arcane, they're like, I can't get into it. And the other day I was like watching an episode from season 2, and I was like, man, it's this fucking intro. It's like fucking shit, bro. It's crazy. I don't know. They're a really popular band. I know every time like people are like playing them, I'm always just like, what is it about this music? I don't get it, man. I don't even want to sing it on here. It's just, it gets stuck in your fucking head too. Like, fuck me. Like, just looking at this image, it's stuck in my head, man. So be on the lookout for this, man. Jinx is a fucking awesome character. I can't wait to see like a 112 figure of her, man. I would have thought, honestly, Figma would have made one. I know, like Good Smile, they had put out an Android over. I was like, man, if Figma ever just like makes one, like, that would just be like such an awesome figure. Now you got like that gun girl coming out, that romantic gun girl, and like, dude, you could definitely make a custom of her, like with that custom, that extra body. But man, she's just such a badass character, bro. Like, dude, I cannot wait. I hope this season like really kicks off and takes off, and I hope more people kind of go back and watch at least season 1 and maybe catch up to season 2. Because yeah, I would definitely want to see more toy companies make figures of these like characters, especially her. I just want a figure of her. She's fucking sick as fuck. So yeah, be on the lookout for this. We're gonna get a full review, I guess, from Hot Toys coming up in the next couple of weeks. I'm interested to see what it is. I don't think I'll go in for it myself, but in the 112 version, oh, you bet your sweet ass I would. That'd be instant cop. And then keeping it with the 1/6 reviews, we got a little bit of a preview to Decon, some Decon exclusives coming from Mondo. So we do got this Anti-Eternia Battle Cat. And man, I do love Anti-Eternia He-Man. It's probably one of my better He-Man, but or my favorite He-Man, but dude, this is definitely this is definitely something I don't got the money for right now, man. I wish I kick myself every time I see people with that Battle Cat, Panther, and stuff. Man, those are just such awesome pieces. They look so fucking cool. Man, this is definitely like for that all-in type of collector. You know, he's got to get all the versions of everything that comes out. I think when they do that Flock Panther, I might go in for that one because I do have the Mondo Skeletor. So I don't know, kind of get him with his mount and stuff. That'd be awesome. And then yeah, I guess if you have the anti-Eternia He-Man, shit, now you can get his fucking ride. Just a dope ass design. I like I said, I just love the anti-Eternia like stuff. I've seen customizers make like anti-Eternia every character, like anti-Eternia fucking Man at Arms, anti-Eternia like Tila, and they're just cool customs and stuff. It's a cool idea. So yeah, to kind of get official releases, official characters, is pretty sick. So be on the lookout for this. This is going to be a Decon exclusive, and then they have a couple of more like Godzilla's like statues and stuff going up on their site also, or not going up on their site, but they're getting previewed out on their site. This is just the one that I got. It's just like the actual action figure and stuff. So pretty cool. Like I said, it's probably gonna be a pass for me. And then jumping over to the Marvel Legends stuff, there's a couple of reveals that were going on the last couple of weeks. First off, we got this Captain America Endgame cap, I guess. So yeah, this is I guess they're gonna be like just floating around at Walmarts and Targets. From I guess a tweet that Dan Yoon put out. I guess these are just gonna be like reissues, mostly kind of trying to attract newer collectors or like great ideas for gifts. I just have to wonder, man, if these things don't fucking sell, Target and Walmart are not gonna order newer waves of like stuff that people are really after, you know. So it's like this is I think this is just dumb. Like seriously, man, especially for like movies like this. If they were comic book versions, then yeah, because that's timeless, and those are gonna sell to new buyers, old buyers. But this right here, like man, I do gotta say though, the head sculpts on these like later more recent MCU figures, I've said it about the Wolverine, I've said it about like some of the stuff that's coming out. They look fucking awesome. Like this looks like Homeboy, you know. It just has a great looking fucking head sculpt. It's like that updated fucking printing tech that they have. So it looks exactly like Chris Evans to me. It looks fucking great. I think if you do have like those older caps, you know, maybe you could just kind of cop this just for custom fodder. You know, you could probably just take the head sculpt if you need it. And then the Spider-Man, I think this thing's been released like 3 or 4 times, like at least. I know it was a Walmart exclusive that came with a Tom Holland head sculpt. It's just a super outdated looking Spider-Man. I think that Captain America looks cool. If you don't have this MCU version, I think this is a good get. But yeah, outside of that, I just have to wonder like if like retailers are gonna know this isn't like the same as a newer wave, you know? Because like I said, I'm a buyer in my job. I do that. And when we have a product from a brand or a company, we don't order more product. Like that's it. Until this shit sells, that's it. I know it's got to be different for like this type of like retail market. But like to me, if I was a buyer and I saw that we had cases full of this shit in the back, I'm not ordering more. I'm not. We're gonna have to go through this until the clearance is out, and then we'll order more product because like somebody like that, maybe if obviously if I know, okay, this is a specific character, yeah, we need the newer stuff. You can't count on like the buyers at Target or Walmart to know the difference between this and the newest wave that you're looking for. So like I said, if they have cases piled up in the back of this crap, it's going to be a lot harder to get the newer stuff in, you know? So I have to wonder how effective this is going to be. Because yeah, it might be good for newer fans, but I think the newer fans would still want the classic stuff, you know? And then yeah, great gift ideas. It's like, how old are these fucking movies? You give a kid this, it's like, okay, yeah, it's Cap, but man, that's a fucking like 5-6 year old movie already at this point, you know, over that. So I don't know. And then I guess Spider-Man, he'll sell all the fucking time, but you know, like I said, just give him the classic versions, man. And then we move on to a little bit of reveal they had in Italy. They had some kind of Comic-Con going on over there. So we got Fabian Cortez. I guess one of the acolytes and stuff. So early fucking 90s fucking X-Men shit, man. Remember this dude kind of I don't know if he was like teamed up. I remember him like fighting Magneto and stuff, but I don't know. This to me is just I'm good on this shit. Like I don't need to build out no acolyte shelf or anything like that. I guess people are making a big deal about the ponytail. It's like, oh, the ponytail. And then like I said, this is kind of one of the reasons why I kind of been like trying to take more breaks, I guess, from the YouTube streams, because it's like, man, right now we're bottom of the barrel when it comes to toy news with some of these companies, man. And like this is like the hottest shit coming out of Hasbro Marvel Legends. It's like, damn, we're in for a long stretch of not so much cool stuff coming out, man. My man Tyler is actually excited for this one though. He says, I need Fabian Cortez. Yeah, I think if you're building on a proper shelf, then yeah, you would need all the characters you can get. But for me, this is a pass. I get the Cat figure with the new Cat movie coming out soon. Yeah, that's true, but it's not, like I said, it's not even. And they're kind of crazy that they know this is the stuff that people want. And like I said, that's what I mean. Some of the shit that's coming out of Hollywood, I don't know if it was like hitting this good, man, because they're still going back to like the old stuff. So you look at every Star Wars wave, it's like how many times they do a Han Solo, Luke, fucking like, because they're not making anything new that's good, you know. Marvel, like I said, they're starting to pivot. I don't know. I'm gonna see what's up with that Captain America 4 joint, but I've heard it's gotten reshot, refilmed like a couple of times, so I don't know well it's gonna do. But if they're going back to make the Chris Evans cap, it just, I don't know. It's just kind of letting you know this is what people want. If this is for new collectors, like then what's that saying? That nobody wants the new shit? Like, like, you know what I'm saying? If I was a new collector, I would want to see what's the newest stuff out now, not some fucking 5-year-old figure. You know what I mean? It's just with the updated head sculpt. I don't think any collector would really want that, you know. So be on the lookout for this. And then this Fabian Cortez, I think this thing goes up for pre-order pretty soon. I don't think it's gone up for pre-order. And like I said, it's just a long drag out to some shit. It's like first they showed us this image, and then they showed us this image. Everybody loses their fucking mind. It's like, oh shit. This Fabian is from the Acolyte team. This is pointless. They are not doing the whole team too deep cut. I don't know. They might, Andy's honestly. They might. They honestly got nowhere to go. Some of the times it's like, hey, put more of them out. Fabian Cortez was the 96 cartoon. He used to juice Magneto when he was lifting Asteroid M. Oh, okay, yeah, that's what I remember. It was that Asteroid M fucking story arc and shit. I feel kids like my nephew on the younger side recognize Tom Holland more. He got this Spidey. Yeah, exactly. And yeah, it is good for that, but I don't know. I don't know how many new colors are coming into Marvel Legends. So thoughts on the Cat 4 and Thunderbolt's new trailer? I think the new trailer for the Cat 4 actually looked pretty good. It looked a lot better than the first one, but like I said, I've been hearing kind of behind the scenes, I guess, stories. I don't know, maybe it's just a bunch of YouTubers talking shit, hating on stuff, but I don't know. I've been hearing not so many good things coming out of there, but we'll see. I'll give it a fair opportunity because yeah, man, it's a Cat 4 movie. Let's go and check it out. Those are some of my favorite Marvel MCU movies. Was the Captain America joints. I loved all of them. They were all great. They were probably the better ones, you know. So yeah, be on the lookout for this Fabian Cortez if you're interested. And they also announced a spot, so it's like powered up version and stuff. So fucking repaint on this one. I think this thing looks kind of funny. It is cool to get it on your shelf though if you're a fan of the movie. But I'm good on this, man. It's a little bit lackluster. They can't even give us a Rachel Summers. I don't see them doing a shitload of acolytes. Oh man, they got Rachel Summers coming up, bro. Like I said, I think this year I can't really shit talk them too much this year, but I feel like they gave us enough good shit this year to still hold something up their sleeve for next year and the next couple of years, or next year at least. I don't know, who knows where that license goes after that, but I think this year was like pretty good as far as Marvel Legends reveals goes. I don't think they're gonna blow their entire load. I think they still have to kind of keep a couple of things up their sleeve. So yeah, if they start enticing people with building out newer teams, like getting some of these characters that people have been asking for, I think yeah, that's a good opportunity to kind of kick off the next year and continue that strong push for, you know, excitement and stuff. Because yeah, I watch a lot of the Dan Who stream. He's like my go-to for like Marvel Legends news and stuff. You see people asking for Rachel Summers all day, every day. Then two guys included him and Rich M. And Dan Yoon, they watch those streams. Dan Yoon, Ryan saying they watch those streams. So I'm sure they know the excitement to it. It's just like I said, you put a Rachel Summers out this year, it's probably not even going to crack the top 10 Marvel Legends of the year. You know, it probably not, you know, because of just how much shit that they pumped out this year alone. So I feel like they got that coming up next year, man. And then next up, they did reveal this also last couple of weeks, but the pre-order went up this week, was this Dark Avengers Miss Marvel. So they did label it as Dark Avengers Warbird, but I believe this the storyline. It was Moonstone, and she was called Miss Marvel on there, so I don't know why they would fuck it up on the box, but it is like a reuse on that Warbird body. A lot of people were really looking or really love that figure. It was a Target exclusive, so now I guess it's your opportunity to get Dark Avengers version of Miss Marvel. A lot of people were just kind of pissed off that it didn't come with like a classic Miss Marvel head. That would have kind of allowed you to maybe just buy two of these, and you could have had a classic, and then you could have built out your Dark Avengers team also. I did pre-order it. Like I said, I think it was last week that I was talking about it. I got to double back and buy the Sentry, man. I was just like, I don't know if I was like as happy with that figure. Like I always thought they were gonna redo it. Like I don't even know. I don't think it's pinless, right? It's not even pinless. So it's like, I don't know, when that shit came out, it just like super outdated. I was like, why the fuck does this thing look like shit? I heard it was like gummy as fuck, man. But man, if they do get around to making more of these Dark Avengers, and they do plan on doing it, they already kind of been teasing that stuff out. I got to double back and get that motherfucker because yeah, he is one of the heavy hitters of that team. But man, I think they've been killing it with that. I know that Iron Patriot that was in that 3-pack. That's a banger of a Marvel Legends too. That fucking Norman Osborn head sculpt is just so good. I actually haven't displayed like that without his helmet because that head sculpt just looks great. But then this one too, awesome figure, great body. So yeah, this is instant pre-order. I just think they fucked up, man, not giving us that extra head sculpt. It's like they could have just, people would have bought two of these. Like people would have bought two easily. So I don't know. It'd be kind of lame if they kind of repack this and give you a second head sculpt or the regular head sculpt that people wanted. It is Marvel Legends, so it is scummy and it is something up their sleeve to do. So I wouldn't be surprised if they do that. So yeah, it is cool though. This one is easily accessible. It's a fan channel exclusive, so you're able to get this on BBTS and Entertainment Earth and all that good stuff, man. So pretty cool. Darcy says Thunderbolts should do decent. Cat Force should bomb though. Yeah, that's kind of what I've been hearing. So we'll see. 10 years in the making, shaking my head. We needed this team complete. Fuck, man, y'all motherfuckers in for that Fabian Cortez, huh? Dark Warbird is on the Phoenix body. Oh, it is, huh? Fuck, is it? Yeah, I don't even fucking know. Why the fuck didn't you just use the Warbird one? I think it's a good figure though. I still pre-ordered it. Yeah, great body. Oh man, Obi-Wan. Yeah, I know. I like the proportions and the sculpt. There you go, Obi-Wan. There you go. Oh man, that's funny. Great body. Yeah. I love these costumes. I wonder why. So it's a good one though. But like I said, Dark Avengers Warbird. Yeah, I am kind of just looking forward to building out the rest of the team. The butterflies and Warbird look weird. Yeah, you still pre-ordered it, Tyler L, man. But jumping off of Marvel, going into some of the figure arts, we got this Monkey D. Luffy from Eggman, Future Eggman Island. So yeah, this is a later story arc I haven't really gotten into, man. Like I said, I kind of burned myself out on all the goddamn One Piece. Got to Wano, he fought Kaido. That was it. I was like done. I was like, I don't want to watch any more of this crap. Rotted my brain enough. But then later seasons and newer episodes, I guess. I think these episodes are even on Netflix. Also, I've been seeing like this like image of Luffy all the time. Dude, it just looks really tripped out as far as the design goes, and they all kind of get like different kind of costumes every kind of like certain arcs and stuff. But yeah, I don't really know what happens in here. I had like talked to like my brother about it, and he says it's a pretty good story arc. I do got to get back into it eventually because, like I said, I watched so many goddamn episodes in this shit. You got to finish the story now at this point, Probably hold off on this figure though. It is kind of lame. This is like the 4th Luffy already. It's like, yeah, I guess it makes sense though. It is the main character. You look at the Dragon Ball line, how many Gokus have come out and continue to come out, and you get the Daima versions. Now it's 2 more. They're gonna update that body fairly soon. You're gonna get all of them reissued out, redone. So yeah, I guess it's just money making Luffy coming to the rescue again for this One Piece line. It just kind of, like I said, I don't know. I would want them to like continue making like more of the Straw Hats. So far, we've only gotten Zoro, Luffy, Sanji, Nami, and then we got Zoro and Sanji, and then Nami. They're like from completely different arcs, like years apart. Like the looks don't even match, so you don't even have like a cohesive looking Straw Hats like group. You basically only have three if you're counting the Zoro, Sanji, and Luffy from the Wano arc, or you have the Romance Dawn arc is the Nami and the Luffy, and it's just two of them. And then now you're jumping into like a whole new later arc. Fuck that. Like that's I don't like the way the direction this shit's going, man. Like I said, I had to double back and get that Romance Dawn Luffy. I'm holding off on fucking Nami until we see a fucking Usopp or a Chopper or something, somebody else, like something else, at least Usopp. Cause yeah, I want like a cohesive looking group of the Straw Hats. I don't want this look from Luffy with fucking this look of Nami and this look of Zoro. Fuck all that shit, man. So hopefully we do get like more of a better direction coming from Bandai. But yeah, I don't know if this is it. I did see some excitement though coming out of like the One Piece fans for this shit though. I guess like I said, it might be the story arc that's really good. But I just think this design looks pretty goofy, pretty out there, just super Astro Boy looking with the big red boots and stuff. And then yeah, you get Luffy with his little fucking little headphone and shit, so a little earpiece. I don't know. Like I said, I could probably do away with this shit. War chest full of toys. Those double jointed knees will come in handy. My man, War chest talking about that Warbird or that Miss Marvel. Yeah, I think it's a good custom figure too. If you need it for that stuff, that you're right about that. Those long legs are all pinless and stuff. So yeah, that's very true. I'm talking about the Avengers. Fuck Cortez. Oh, okay, Dark Avengers. Yeah, you're right about that. Time to leave the stream. My man Andy's. I can't spoil this stuff right here. No, the old Warbird. I absolutely got Dark Warbird. Oh, okay. Ghost Tap. Egghead story arc is fairly short. Easy pass. Okay. So I don't know. I don't know why the fuck they would jump into this. Gotta buy the main character to get to see characters in the Dragon Ball line. Yeah, that's true. But man, I don't know. When you see the excitement for the newer characters and then they reissue them, it's like they still get their money's worth. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, for this, it's this is fucking like fatigue right here with this line already, man. It's like, dude, just give us the simple basic Straw Hats. I'm not even talking about, dude, you see some of the other character designs for like these other pirates and these other crews. Like, I'm not even talking about getting a Whitebeard. Like, when they show off Whitebeard, stop everything. Stop everything. I know you guys have seen that King Cold, that gigantic King Cold figure, the Dragon Ball line. That fucking Whitebeard better be as big, if not bigger than that motherfucker, dude. That thing is gonna be huge. That's what I'm looking forward to. But if they're just gonna jump around with all this stuff, like, man, and I'm not even asking for that stuff. It's like, dude, just a simple Straw Hats. Like, fuck, it shouldn't be that hard. It's like those are the main cast. Those will be your the ones that continue to pump out character C, character D, and there's like, dude, you can go up to character Z in One Piece, and like that's what people are looking forward to. But you showing off the 5th Luffy, fuck out of here. I'm good, man. Like, they're gonna make money off of Ace, they're gonna make money off of Shanks, they're gonna make money off of like some of these like good figures. They don't need to go into the main character so much already in such a short time. At least that's just my opinion. My man Andy, yes, Usopp and a new Sanji. Yeah, I want that classic Sanji in his like fucking like little tuxedo and shit. If they do Egghead Shaka figure, that would be lit. Litty like a titty. It feels like Toddy Mac is behind Tamashi. Yes, Ortega. It feels like this is the Batman effect. This is the McFarlane Batman effect. This is Luffy overdose. Action figure overdose. This week's edition right here. Action figure motherfucking overdose right here, man. We don't need this crap. We don't need it, guys. So easy pass for me, man. I think Bandai is asleep at the wheel when it comes to the One Piece line. But something they're not asleep at the wheel at is this early teaser image to Lord of the Rings, man. So shit, guys. It's happening. It's fucking happening, you guys. The stories were true. This was gonna happen one day, man. And shit, I always thought it would be Mesco. I always thought Mesco's got to get into this shit one day. They'll be printing out money. Then one day I thought, I was like, man, you know what? MYTHIC makes a shit ton of movie figures. They'll make it good. Lord of the Nope. It had to be Bandai, and I'm thankful that it is, man, because they're gonna pump out the characters for this shit, man. So yeah, looking forward to this. Got early little silhouette image of this shit. So it looks like Aragorn and Frodo. So I don't know, man. My man Johnny says, but why, bro? You don't like Lord of the Rings? Come on, man. This is money, dude. I'm so looking forward to this. I do have to track that pre-order for that Ganondorf. It was like the Gandalf. It was like a fucking. It was like a third party company. I can't even remember the name of it, man. It was like I forgot what the fuck it was. Like I think I saw it like on Toysy Metaverse one time. That shit looks so awesome, but I don't know when the hell that thing's coming out, if the pre-order's still available. But now seeing this, like a little early teaser, I'm like, man, I'm looking forward to this line. I don't know. I don't know how good they're gonna be executing the soft goods though, man. Because like a lot of those characters, it looks like right here they do have soft goods, like from the silhouette image, but man, there have been releases in the past, like we've talked about, like the Rurouni Kenshin line, the fucking Zoro figure, some of those Bleach figures. They really needed soft goods, and they didn't do them for that. However, though they did do it for some of the Berserk figures. So I don't know. Here, I think they might do it. I think they might incorporate a little bit of the soft goods for some of these guys, like fucking like capes or like whatever the fuck they have, like hoods and stuff. Hopefully they do that. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know how deep they're gonna go in. I think like anything, I think if the first like wave of figures get pre-order heavy, then we'll continue to see a deeper line. But I don't know. I thought this was really exciting, man. But shit, hope the little guys scale well at least. Yeah, that's probably the main thing, right? With like Bandai SH Figure Arts, it's like, man, they are always kind of a little bit undersized. But I don't know. I think like recently with like the Spider-Verse wave, like the Miles Morales and the Gwen, they were a great size. You look at the Venom figures, the Venom, the Carnage, they were awesome size too. They were like just as big as the Marvel Legends, if not taller in some cases. So I think hopefully right here, I hope they kind of see that people want a little bit more size. They don't want a fucking McFarlane giant, but they want it a little bit closer to the rest of their line, the rest of their like lines and stuff. So hopefully, I don't know. I'm just kind of looking forward to like a good, just a good line of them, man. I've always kind of seen those Diamond Select figures. I'm like, nah, I'm good on that stuff. And then yeah, the third party companies are probably some of the better ones that have gotten revealed, but even those are kind of lacking in some like expressions and face sculpts. Where I think Bandai is going to incorporate cool accessories, kind of give them different looks. Yeah, I don't know. I just overall kind of excited just to see what they can offer, what they can bring and stuff. But yeah, I do kind of agree with Johnny. A lot of the Bandai stuff, I've always avoided like all the MCU Bandai stuff. I always thought they were just too short. It looked a little bit funny, but once MYTHIC started doing them, I started going in for the MYTHICs because they were just as tall as the Marvel Legends and stuff. It kind of blends in with some of the stuff that you have already, So I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what they got cooking, man. But yeah, might be a banger. Heat is gonna be great. Yeah, I'm looking forward to see what, like I said, see what they can offer. Andy says, yeah, I'm all in on this SHF scratching a lot of itches. Yeah, might have to go in for this shit. God damn it, Ortega says I need it though. Fucking Luffy. I would laugh for days if Lord of the Rings announcements is for the Rings of Power characters. Oh, fuck you, man. Ghost Tab, fuck you, bro. You might be right. You might be fucking right, bro. That would be terrible. A super articulate Legolas would be dope, I guess. Yeah, like I said, man, some of those characters, dude, man, like, dude, just yeah, Legolas, Aragorn, like, man, even those ring wraiths, like if they make those ring wraiths, I don't think they'll make the horses articulated, but shit, let me get 9 of those motherfuckers. I'll buy 9 of them. So be looking forward to that. And then next up, we got a little bit of a pre-order now, I guess, from Tunchi Studios. So we got this Iuri Yagami figure. I believe the Terry Bogard is coming in stock fairly soon. I see 5K is kind of teasing out. I guess that figure is going to come in at the end of the month. I do have that on pre-order through them, so I am looking forward to that. Probably just going to stop there. I just really like the design of Terry Bogard. Like I said, King of Fighters is not like a game that I always got to play. I played a little bit at the arcades, but it's not something I ever owned or anything like that, man. But the designs to the fighters are dope as fuck. And then Iori Yagami, this dude does have like a more, I guess he's like one of the more iconic fighters too. I always kind of remember seeing this dude with his long ass shirt. I was like, tuck that shit in, bro. But man, I just feel like the soft goods that they're fucking putting out on these figures are just fucking top notch. They just look so fucking good. So I am looking forward to that Terry figure. That's gonna be my first Tunchi Studios figure, man. We have heard about those Metal Slug figures. Awesome execution on those. Not just the soft goods, but the bodies and stuff. So I think they're knocking out of the park as far as like the characters that they're making, and the properties that they're making. You know, it looks like they're a company to watch out for, man. Like I just have to wonder though how hard or how heavy this is gonna get pre-ordered. Like I said, the Terry Bogard, that's a more iconic fighter, you know, and you know, I would always see him like on the covers, so like the SNK versus Capcom and stuff, and then the Storm collectibles. That was like a really sought after Storm collectibles. That fucking first player version, that shit sold out. You couldn't buy that shit for less than like $200 for like a long ass time. So I think when Tenchi announced that they were making one, and it looked better than anything we've ever seen, honestly. Like even like some like the Jada Street Fighter stuff, it looked that good, you know, because it's got soft goods, it's got like an import style like articulation and stuff. Like man, like I said, I'm really looking forward to it. But yeah, right here, I don't know. Depending on how good that figure is, maybe people kind of go deeper into the line, want to get more of the roster. Yeah, I can see this getting pre-ordered pretty heavy. Or maybe not as heavy as the Terry, I guess, but fairly well. It does kind of come with a good amount of stuff, you know. But like I said, I really feel like they're kind of investing a lot into the soft goods. It just looks pretty stellar. Um, a super articulated Lego. Oh, sorry, I read that comment already. I will laugh for days. Oh shit, fucking going back on the comments, man. And then moving on though, looks like Street Fighter 6 Storm. Speaking of Storm, looks like they're gonna put out a Street Fighter 6 Zangief. So this is going up for pre-order fairly soon. It isn't part of their new line though. That Storm Arena line that's gonna be more 6-inch scale. So I don't know, man. I don't honestly know why they're gonna continue to make some of these like fucking uh out scaled fucking versions of characters. Like I think a lot of people are really excited for that Storm Arena line. I would just imagine that they would like pivot into just stop making this like 8-inch, 9-inch stuff, and then just like fully invest in just like pumping out the Storm Arena stuff because I feel like that's just gonna do so much better for them. So it kind of just trips me out that they're gonna like continue making newer versions like these old like 1/9 scale stuff, you know. I don't know. I guess it's just you could get reuse from that older body and stuff, but I don't know. I think if you have the regular Zangief, the classic Storm one, I do own that figure, and I'm pretty happy with that. But now seeing the Jada stuff, I think I'm just gonna jump on that. And then yeah, like I said, if these guys would offer Storm Arena stuff, then yeah, I would just jump on this stuff. But it doesn't look like they're doing that, man. So be on the lookout for this one if you're interested. But like I said, I can't imagine too many people would be interested in it. It's just not in scale anymore. You know, it's not gonna be people's cup of tea anymore. Well, the new Storm Face still have that weird rubber torso. They look cool, but feel like the idea of a figure, in hand. You know what? It didn't look like it. It honestly looked like they were just kind of like reusing like the fucking Jada bodies and just kind of tweaking it a bit. I don't think they're gonna have that rubbery torso. I hope not, at least, you know, not for like a more 6-inch scale. I didn't mind it so much like on these bigger bodies, but yeah, it's definitely like weird when you're kind of messing around with it. And I hated like the butterfly joints like on my King figure. It was like weird. They would kind of like go inside and then that rubber would kind of like grip it. It was just so weird. It was like a pain in the ass sometimes to kind of mess around with that shit. Cause I don't know, it kind of like because it's rubber, so the fucking butterfly joint, like in dance and stuff, and I don't know, you have to like dig out the fucking joint all the time. Oh, the pain in the ass. Storm keeps announcing more than what they release. Yeah, I don't know. Exactly. Yeah, I don't know. Like, I don't like seriously. I don't know what the fuck they're announcing more of this like 110 stuff. They should just hold off, pump the brakes, and then just pump out that Storm Arena stuff, and then just make their company that. Just make it a good 112 figure, an actual 112 figure. They used to advertise as 112, like it would be Storm 112, and they weren't at all, you know. So who knows? Who knows what they decide to do, man? But yo, moving on, we got to move into this Four Horsemen reveals at Legion's Con, and I actually wanted to kick it off with a couple of these, like I guess like exclusive or bonus reveals. They weren't really like figures or anything a lot of the times, but they were just kind of announcing like new type of lines. And I guess this Mythic Legion's Legacies of Mythos line is just gonna be like, I guess like their new sub line to kind of reintroduce some of these older characters that people don't have in their collections because they were just super early on characters. So I guess now instead of sprinkling them out in like other waves, I think it's just going to be like a whole line of them to kind of just redo or rehash some of these characters. It's pretty cool, I guess, for newer customers and newer people into the line. It gives people opportunity to get some of these older releases. And yeah, I guess some of these parts and stuff for your customs and everything, man. And then also Infinite Legion. So this looks like it's gonna be like a more like fan creation type of releases. I know every time they kind of done like a fan created like custom. Some of the times they've kind of made them official releases. I think last one we saw was like that Buzz Off that was in that Cosmic Legions wave. That was like a fan creation. So I think that would be like a figure that they would like bring into this type of line if I kind of understood that correctly. So yeah, I don't know. I guess it's just like gonna be like a at first I thought it was like a parts line, like oh, we're just gonna sell like different parts, which I thought would have been a lot smarter. But if they do that, like maybe accessory part packs and then I don't know, just like custom figures that people made, kit bash and make them official releases, I guess that'd be kind of cool. So it gives people an opportunity to kind of build out through that, like with like just getting more parts through like kit bash figures. And then they had like some reveals for some books. So they are gonna have like this night. I believe this was like from Wave One. So this is gonna be available when you pre-order or when these books go for pre-order. I think this one on the top was a comic book that was like free at the con. And then they're gonna have this first 10 years of Mythic Legions book. That's pretty cool. If I was like a collector of this line, I would definitely want that. I would definitely have that shit, in my toy room somewhere. That'd be cool. Um, and then the night looks pretty awesome. I hope it's like updated on like their newer body, because that'd be pretty cool to cop. That shit just looks like classic night, so I'll probably be in for that one. So I believe this goes up for pre-order when that book goes up sometime next year. So be on the lookout for that. And then they had an announcement, man. Looks like they're gonna step away a little bit from the articulation and collaborate with Sideshow and start making some of these like statues for some of their characters. So this Mythic Legions Sideshow collaboration, I believe no other details are kind of put out on the stream. But yeah, coming soon, I guess if you want like versions of these characters, like just in a more highly detailed statue form, you'll get that opportunity. I don't know how well that's gonna be do. Like, I don't know. I think the people that like I said, the charm to Mythic Legions is the pop and swap. It is like the customizability. So, some of the times it trips me out when you look at like these like actual characters. It's like, oh, this is an official character. How many of those are there that are really that popular? Obviously, like the four horsemen, like those four characters, like those would be cool to collect, but outside of that, I don't know. So I don't know. I think they are going to be great looking statues though. Like Sideshow is going to put it down when it comes to the detail and stuff. So be on the lookout for that if you're interested. But like I said, I just have to wonder how well they're going to do. And from there, we jump into some of the reveals that were at the con. And first off, I actually kind of wanted to start off with this. I guess it was an exclusive figure, so it was like a surprise drop. So if you were at the con, you were able to pre-order or not pre-order, but buy this Ninian infantry snake dude. And man, I gotta say, man, when I saw this, I actually didn't get to watch the stream live, so I was like at work. I was like, "Fuck, why is this shit so fucking early, man?" And then when I found out it was a 4-hour stream, I just didn't get around to watching this. So I was actually thrown off by it. Like at first, I thought this was the first reveal. I didn't know this was like an exclusive drop that was going down. But man, I gotta say, this Ninian infantry dude, it looks fucking awesome. I actually watched the Amazing review right before the show. It looks so fucking cool, man. It's a Benny wire tail. I also watched the Toy Games haul video. He had it in his haul, kind of just talking about just the detail of it. And like I said, always gotta admire the sculpt and the paint quality that goes into these figures, man. You start putting articulation aside and stuff. It's like the people that are buying these figures, they know what they're getting a lot of the time. And when you're starting to look at the colors and stuff that are getting incorporated into this, now you got like newer bodies, newer kind of like add-ons as far as like tails and stuff and accessories. It's pretty dope looking, man. Like just the shield on this guy pops. It looks really cool. And that fucking head looks awesome, man. This shit looks like a fucking black mamba. I do gotta trip out though, man. I thought for whatever reason, I didn't really notice, but until I watched the Toy Games video, this shit doesn't have a fucking little tongue on it. It's like that kind of sucks. Kind of looks like you kind of poured in a tongue. I don't know if you have a Death Adder figure. He kind of poured in like a little like tongue and stuff, but I thought that was kind of whack. But then I gotta wonder if this type of snake, I don't know, like I mean, every snake has a tongue, right? So I don't know why they wouldn't have that shit. But I thought it looked pretty cool. Like it just looks like something that I haven't seen from their line before, you know. But like I said, when it comes to the motu stuff, the Snake Man usually is when I dip out. I'm not really the biggest fan of Snake Man, but now seeing these guys, I think I gotta change my tune on that, man. These things are looking pretty fucking sick. And when I see, how does that spear kill a skeleton? Oh, it doesn't kill him, bro. You pin the motherfucker down. I saw them bring that up on the stream too. That was kind of funny. They were like teasing 1/6 about it, but man, but fucking 1/6 with his photography, always killing it, bro. Can't hate on it. But jumping back to this guy, yeah, that's the only thing that I thought was a little bit of a miss was just the lacking of the tongue. But outside of that, it just looks so awesome. Like yeah, I don't know. I would have definitely copped this had I gone. Probably would have got 2 of them since it is like an infantry. Kind of seems like a good army builder. Especially right here in the photography that the Trevor took. It's like obviously showing off 2 of them. So that's definitely the number that I would have gone in for, man. How much were these though at the con? If you guys were there, let me know. Were they like 35 or 45 bucks? Because I think 35 for this would have been easy must get to. Like that's an easy all day purchase. But you're starting to get some of the soft goods incorporated by CJ as I'm right here. It's just a lot of this still looks, even to me, like I'm not really too up to date, I guess, with like all the different parts and reuse. But to me, just a fresh look at it, a lot of this looks new to me. Even like the necklace around his neck, I don't think I've seen that before. It might have been on that monk figure that came out not too long ago, but it just looks so cool. I mean, Darkboy says 40. I think that's not bad at all. That's good. Yeah, 40. NYC saying, yeah, that probably would have been easy cop for 2, man, because it just looks so cool, and it would have been a good way to start off this new line of like Snake Man. Because now jumping into the wave reveal, first off, they kicked it off with this fucking Queen Snake. I don't know what the name of this chick is. Hold on. Let me get all the names because this Reign of the Beast, it kicked off with Basilia. And man, as soon as I saw this thing, dude, first thing I think of is like old Aztec fucking like deities and shit, man. Like when you're looking at like these headdresses and colors, like that's the first thing that popped up into my head. And just this shot right here, this like photography this shit just looks so fucking wicked cool. Like man, when I saw this, I was like, man, like just I don't know if it's like the direction, like the turn on the head on this shit. It just looks something like far out, bro. Like seriously, when I saw this, I was like, damn, they're bringing some fucking heat, because just looks like something completely different we haven't seen from them before, outside of maybe the wings. But man, you're looking at just that paint job alone. Like I think it's setting this thing off, man. Like I have seen now getting into like some of the accessories, I have seen like that little snake purpley effect piece going around her staff. That was part of like their accessories pack not too long ago with those wizards. But looking into the body of this, that lower torso, man, all new tooling on this like snake body. So you are gonna be able to pop off these like upper torsos when eventually they make the bottom half. I guess that was a thing. These were just readily available. They haven't tooled up too much of like these lower snake torsos, so those snake dudes didn't get them. But man, knowing that this is gonna be a future to this line, like that's pretty cool. It's gonna allow for some cool stuff. Even outside of Snake Man, like you put like a fucking, I don't know, some kind of female upper torso on this, you get like a Medusa head sculpt or some crazy shit, like, and you get the shit popping, you get the shit looking like really wicked, so very fucking cool. Like I said, as soon as I saw this, I was like, all right, this looks like something different. It looks like this is what they had up their sleeve all year long, because we've been talking about it throughout the year. A lot of their reveals in the last couple of months weren't so hot, honestly. Like to me, like I said, I'm not too familiar with all their releases, all their like previous parts, but even for me, a lot of this stuff was looking like reuse. So I could only imagine the people that were deep into the line, how fatigued they were with some of this stuff coming out. But all this stuff right here, it just looked like shit. This shit was attracting a lot of attention, man. So yeah, this shit was fucking kicking this shit off pretty strong. My man Boncho says she's a faction leader. Nerd. That would be cool. And we'll see all the detail on scope. What's NYC saying about this? All right, now the chest on the jump off. The snake would have been dope if they had the new neck articulation. Ah, okay. So yeah, see, that's where I didn't really pay too much attention because, like I said, it was a 4-hour stream. I was like, I cannot watch all of this shit, man. No fucking way, no fucking how. Had it been live though, I think I would have. But man, I was at work. I was like fucking out of it, man. Aztec motif Quetzalcoatl, yeah, definitely has those vibes, man. And I didn't get the customizer, but man, there's this customizer on Instagram, and he's like making like these old Aztec deities. He's using like Mythic Legion parts. He's using like fucking McFarlane parts, all kinds of. And he's making some cool ass looking shit, man. So I'm sure when he saw these figures, man, he was licking his chops, bro. He was definitely excited for this stuff, man. Serpiente Plumada. Yeah, exactly. It's just it screams like Aztec deities like all day. I might cop this. This is fire. Yeah, it shit looks cool as fuck, man. And like honestly, when I see this stuff, it trips me out because like I think it was last year, the Lady Slither that came out from Mattel Creations, the Motu line. It was a cool figure. I thought it was just awesome, pretty genius how they incorporated the lower torso. It was like a snake bottom half. It didn't have the most articulation. It barely like wobbled pretty much. And then it just had like an upper torso. It was just regular or lower torso legs. I mean, so you could kind of pop and swap it, just to get her to be normal, I guess. Which I don't know why the fuck you would. It's chick's name is Lady Slither. Like you want the snake half. So yeah, seeing Four Horsemen incorporate that and just elevate it so much more, make it so much better. It's like, man, I'm not even a customizer, and I already can kind of see like different kind of stuff that people are gonna do with this stuff. It just looks so cool. Even like the headdress, man. Like I said, that customizer on Instagram, I got to get his name. I got to give that guy credit. He's just so cool. I shared a couple images with Boncho. I actually found him on through NYC. I was like scrolling through NYC stories one day, and he had posted them up. I had to give him a follow. It just looks so cool. So yeah, for a customizer, you're already now. I'm starting to kind of look at some of these figures through that type of lens. And then yeah, I could definitely see people being excited for this type of stuff, man. Because next up, it doesn't stop right there. More snake, man. Snake dudes, snake ladies, all the snakes. I like all the snakes, man. Next up, we got Serpentspire Royal Guard. Had to reread that motherfucker, man. And the same thing, like I said, it's just giving me those types of vibes, but very fucking cool, also, man. And I just love it that they're kind of doing different types of snakes. It's like those infantry dudes, they look completely different to this snake. So I'm sure these guys like got photography from like all different types of snake species and stuff. And yeah, are just incorporating that into the sculpts, into the paint. But like I said, man, I'm looking at this now just as like through the lens of a customizer. Look at like the armor that he has, like the headdress just looks fucking cool. It's like, man, I even think, fuck, just give me that headdress, give me like a gladiator body. I think I could put like an Aztec warrior together myself. Like it doesn't look that hard now that I'm kind of looking at it and kind of thinking to myself, like, yeah, just pop and swap this, pop and swap that. But man, it is giving you, like I said, just a newer body, something new that they haven't done before, man. Like this is something that I think is going to get army built very heavy because of just how new it is. You know, it's not another skeleton, it's not another fucking knight, it's not another goblin. It's like, oh, now they're getting into like a whole nother like character selection type. Like Snake Man is just like wait till they do like a Cobra type motherfucker, you know, like shit, like an Emperor Cobra or whatever the fuck those things are called. Like that shit's gonna look so gnarly. You know they're gonna get into that, like a Viper, like all these like different types of snakes. And that's what I actually enjoy from the Motu stuff. It's like, yeah, they get pretty creative with like their fucking names and different species of snakes and stuff, you know, like mambas and rattlesnakes and all that shit. So yeah, this shit looks fucking cool as fuck. The Aztec motif custom have always been bangers. The Horseman Notice, yeah, I think that's definitely a lot of the inspiration that got taken from that wave. I was like talking to Codenames about it because I shared that guy with him too. And yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if they saw that and were like, man, you know what? We can incorporate that into some of this newer stuff that we're gonna do. Because yeah, it's just like inspiration and it works. It works. Like, you know, this doesn't have to be no Aztec. It just works. Like yeah, these motherfuckers would be real. I could see them wearing some kind of crazy shit like this. Like this is some crazy design to some specific warrior type, you know. So I think they executed it well. If it was inspired by that guy, I'm sure that guy's stoked, like I said, to just get more parts to create more stuff, you know. So looking at the price points to these, what are the price points on these so far? Because I think these two, since they're newer bodies, wouldn't they cost a little bit more? Because let me actually go to their site. I think it is up for pre-order on their site already, right? I think the one thing that hasn't gone up for pre-order is that I think we're gonna talk about next. So yeah, looking at this one, 45 bucks. It's not bad. It does come with a bunch of stuff. It is an army builder, and then the Basilia, that was 45 also, so deluxe. So yeah, I can imagine these would be cheaper than 45. Them being new bodies, new tooling and stuff. It's like, you know, they definitely got to get their money's worth, and I think they are. I think they're gonna get heavily army built, especially this one. And then also I gotta wonder how they're gonna do it for like that, those infantry guys, since they did have like a specific paint job, how they're gonna bring out like the lower torso. Like, are they gonna reissue those out, or like how they're gonna do that? Because I would want like the snake bottom half for those two guys also, you know, because I would want to army build those, but I would want like this the lower snake half also. So I wonder how they're gonna put that out there, man. Hopefully they can come up with something cool where they just reuse the same kind of paint deco and stuff. So, you know, you probably get like a new character and then also get like the lower half and stuff. That'd be cool. But then moving on from here, we move on to the next reveal, and then this was where I was kind of tripping out. I was like, God damn, snakes don't stop. But yeah, this is not a snake at all. This is like some fucking genie, evil genie. We got Jen Nam. So this is a brute scale figure, 55 bucks. Jahannam. Man, these guys fucking names are fucking hard as fuck. I can't pronounce this shit to save my life. This is where I always kind of watch their streams. I always watch their streams for that, to kind of hear that guy Jeremy kind of say the names. I'm like, what was that? Why do you say this shit? Because I know I gotta talk about it later. I'm like, fuck, I don't want to sound like an idiot. Well, too bad, too late for that. But yeah, looking at this figure, man, this thing looking crazy as fuck, man. Like I said, when I first saw it, I thought it was like some snake. Then I thought it was like some slug or some shit. I was like, what the fuck is this guy? And then I saw that genie lamp, and I'm like, oh, that's very cool, you know. It's got like a translucent lower half, so it's definitely gonna allow for some like dope lighting scenes and stuff. So obviously Trevor incorporating that fucking light, executing this fucking shot so dope. Like, it shit looks cool as fuck, you know. And then as they kind of mentioned on the stream, they don't just want to give you figures that are just gonna plop on your shelf like that. Some of the times they do take up a lot of space. So this being like a more brute scale, it would take up a lot of space. They are kind of allowing you to kind of just pop off the lower torso also, and kind of just get these legs going. And then if you just want to have the lower torso on, you do got like a good lower half for like a, you know, a red body or something. You might have, it allows for more customizability, more pop and swap. Like I said, it's charm of the line. This one so much, I didn't think it was that hype. I didn't like it so much as the other ones. I don't know, something about the head sculpt. It's just, I don't know. It does kind of, it is kind of like the bad guy to that other dude, right? The Kazir, that other genie dude. But I haven't picked that one up. That is one that I kind of noticed on BBTS when I was kind of scrolling through the Mythic Legions not too long ago. I do kind of want to go back and get that one. It's just a cool looking genie. He just looks so fucking badass. Shout out to Tyler L. I think he was the one that kind of put that one on my radar when he was talking about it one time in the Discord. It just looks so sick. So now I don't know if I ever do kind of get it. Maybe I would want to get this one too, to just kind of be the yin to the yang or whatever. You know, it just looks cool as fuck. It's just like a fucking genie, and I don't know, for whatever it's worth, even the fucking genie lamp looks cool as fuck. That's a cool accessory in itself. I'm surprised I haven't seen more of those types of accessories just in, I don't know, Mythic Legions accessory packs or something else. But I think this shit looking good, dope as fuck. What's the chat saying on this? Sorry, the chat's kind of scrolling by pretty fast. My man, Boncho, the competition made four horsemen step it up. Hey, not disagreeing, not agreeing. They will definitely make a Medusa later. That would be great. Yeah, I definitely could see them doing that, especially now that they have that lower torso in the works. Yeah, they're definitely doing that. And he says, yeah, every time I passed by this display, I had to stop and look again. And now I'm into a new line. Oh, calm down, Andes. Your boy NYC is infecting you, bro. Medusa will be their next figure obscure, easy repaint. Yeah, I can see that. You're not wrong. You're definitely not wrong about that, Ricky. Got him, Andy's. Yep, NYC is infecting his homie. Will Flows in the house. He says, what up, peace? Have a great show. Omar, catch you on the replay. Yo, Will, man, appreciate you stopping by. Say what's up, man. Thank you for all the support all the time. Man, Will, it's a work day, bro. I know I got work in a couple hours too. So I was like, I gotta make this shit fast. Man. If they want real Aztec stuff, do a Jaguar Warrior. That'd be cool. Like I said, man, I think they're gonna lean more into that stuff. These are dope, my man. Quick to the point. He says, I mean, snapping. Latino inspired myth legions and mythos. Let's fucking go, bro. This one is fucking sick, my man. Wavy. Yeah, I don't know. I like it, but it didn't really catch my attention as much as those Snake Man dudes. This to me looked like some of their like earlier stuff, especially right here without like that crazy lower torso. I think, like I said, I think if you get this figure, you gotta have this fucking lower half. You can't display him without this shit. That shit just looks so gnarly. And that fucking sword too. I almost glossed over that fucking sword. That looks sick, bro. Like that looks fucking badass. Like give me that shit. I just want the damn sword. That thing looking gnarly. My man Nasser's in the house. He says Jinn means demon, devil in Arabic. You learn something new every day, my man Nasser coming with that knowledge. Looks like evil Mufasa from Aladdin when he wished to be a genie. Mufasa? You mean what's the name of that motherfucker from Aladdin? It wasn't Mufasa, bro. But yeah, he does look like that. I saw my man Tyler L pointing that out also. Jeremy can't even pronounce the name. He has to ask Eric. Oh man. Yeah, you're right. He does kind of fuck him up sometimes. What up, Nas? Pop and swap. Genie Jafar from Aladdin. Yeah, customs inbound. Yeah, for sure. That's the name of the guy. Jafar. And fucking Mufasa. You threw me off with this motherfucker said Mufasa. That's Lion King, bro. You got the Disney movies mixed up. Omar hates Aladdin. Yeah, there you go. They got me all fucked up now. I got Khalizir. I love Aladdin and Magic Lamps. Okay. Khalizir. That's the name of the guy, right? It's that genie. Yeah, that blue genie. I gotta go back and get that one. Yeah, he looked awesome. Hey, Dark Bulb. Yo, NYC infected. Any pause? Get tested. Andy, stay safe. Yo, bro, pause on that. Jafar, yeah, Jafar, fucking Mufasa. Tomato. It's the same shit, right? It's the same Disney movie. I know what you meant, Ghost Dev. But yo, moving on. This is where they started fucking me up, bro. When I was at work, I was looking at like the reveals, and it was like every couple of hours. It wasn't like a short stream. So this being the fourth reveal, I was like, is that it? Is that the fucking dragon? Yeah, because next up we got Araya, the Talon Bearer Deluxe figure. So this is $50. And man, like I said, when I went back to watch a little bit of the stream, I had to go to this part. And yeah, they were kind of leaning into the joke. Like, there it is, guys. There's your fucking dragon. Because the figure itself, she doesn't look to me, this just looks like, I don't know, run-of-the-mill Mythic Legions. This is what you get. That staff looks fucking cool because it does have that talent. It is in her name, the Talon Bearer. So they were kind of talking about that. Like, man, look at the size of that one talon. So where did that come from? And what is it? How big is that thing? Because looking at that little dragon that's kind of floating around her, I think it actually looks pretty cool, man. It looks like a cool, fun little accessory, I guess it is going to have a little bit of articulation like on the limbs and stuff. Part of like the neck area too, it looks like. But man, when I saw this thing and they didn't announce anything else for a while, I was like, bruh. I was like, no fucking way, dude. No fucking way. No fucking how is this the dragon? It would have been funny if they would have just ended it right there and revealed the dragon the next day. That would have been so fucking hilarious, man. I would have been like, all right, guys, that's it. Because yeah, I don't know, man. This is probably gonna be a pass for me out of all these. I think so far, I definitely want to get a couple of those snake dudes and the snake lady and stuff. But this Talon Bearer, I don't know. Like I said, it's like run-of-the-mill Legions to me. It just looks like a good standout piece. It definitely has like a lot more character than just your average looking character or Legions figure. But I don't know. Outside of that, I can definitely see like newer stuff on this, like newer armor bits, the soft goods from CJ has them. They look awesome, but I can easily pass on this one. It being $50 too, it's like, yeah, I don't think I'm ever gonna go in for this joint. But like I said, the accessory spread is pretty cool. That staff is awesome. So I don't know, man. We're gonna get into that dragon reveal. This actually wouldn't be a bad figure to kind of pose up next to that. Is this fucking talon bearer right here, fucking controls dragons or some crazy shit. I don't know. It'd be pretty cool. But yeah, so far in for the snake dudes, passing on this. I just want that small dragon. Yeah, that little dragon is cool, right? Like the accessory's so awesome looking. Like you can use that for so many different things. Looks like Zack Snyder intern at Four Horsemen for a day. Red Chinese dragon from Mulan mod. Yeah, there you go. Tyler L was thinking about the same thing. What's the name of that little dragon from Mulan? Is it Mufasa? The body from head to tail is Benny Wire. Oh, okay, shit. I had no idea. Fuck, that's awesome. You know what? That might be worth the price then, dude. Honestly, like I hate to say that I will buy this whole figure just for that little dragon, but I think I can move off of the talon bearer and just keep the dragon, because like I said, I think people would have that same idea to kind of pose this chick out next to that dragon. Maybe they could just do it without that little piece, but that shit looks so fucking cool. Especially how you got the little flight stand on it, you kind of put it behind somebody. At first I thought it was attached to her. When I first saw the picture, I was like, that's a weird ass like kind of accessory on her. I was like, what the fuck? Why is that shit like attached to her back? And I was like, oh, okay, that shit's just kind of floating in the air. I was like, man, that's cool as fuck. You can get like floating next to her and stuff. Like that looks awesome, man. Like very cool piece. But yeah, like I said, this one was gonna be a pass for me. But damn, I had no idea that shit was like all bendy. Oh yeah, you can kind of see it right here. Yeah, that looks fucking cool as fuck, man. Yeah, that sucks. I wish I was part of an accessory pack or something. Like that would be so awesome to have. But yeah, I don't know. Damn, now you got me thinking about this one. So far, what are you guys going in for, man? Are you guys in for this wave so far? Not gonna lie, that little ass dragon sold me. Sons of the Harpy. Hey yo. Mulan Fasa, the dragon. There you go. These ladies have sex with the dragons. It's in the bio. No fucking way, bro. Are you lying to me? Don't make me go and read that bio, dog. I don't know. Fucking I'm gonna go read that shit after the show. I wonder if the Legions video game will increase the popularity, especially if it gives us insight into the characters. Yeah, I think that's the one thing. Like I said, man, I always say like the lore doesn't matter. It does. It matters, but some of the times when they invest too much time into it, then people still don't even fucking know it. Then I think it was a waste of fucking time, And right here, it's like they don't like I said, it's not like a necessary thing when you're buying this stuff. Like they're really selling you the customizability, the pop and swap, all that stuff. The lore, it's important, but it's not like a religion to these people. Nobody can tell you, oh, this needs to be with this. It's just a fun toy line, And I don't know. I think people kind of just leave it at that. Like you don't need to invest so much into lore, but if it's like you said in the video game where it's like properly explained to you, this is it, this is this, and then yeah, kind of get more people into like specific characters and stuff. But like I said, I just want this fucking damn little dragon. I don't care too much about the chick, man. But then moving on. Next up, we got this hyena dude, and man, this is kind of where I kind of was like, man, where's this line? This thing is all over the fucking place. We got some snake dudes, we got a fucking dragon chick. And then next up, we got, all right, I definitely can't pronounce this shit. Windaji, the cackler. What's in the cracker? Fuck, man, what the fuck are they thinking with these damn names, bro? Mwindaji, the cackler. So yeah, this hyena anthropomorphic looking dude. I think this thing looks cool as fuck, man. I just gotta wonder how hard or how easy it is gonna be to stand. Just knowing sometimes how loose some of these figures get. Like a figure like this that's got like hinges like at the toes and stuff, like or just above, like kind of looks like in the ankle and stuff. It just looks like a nightmare to stand up. Like honestly, kind of just knowing, like I said, looking at it right here, like how his legs have to bend. I'm like, man, I could just imagine that this shit's not holding up over time. And that's the one thing that's probably gonna keep me from pre-ordering this thing, because I think it looks cool as fuck. And then the second thing is like we just saw that Fury Toys hyena anthropomorphic figure, and it's like I want that shit. That shit look like some voodoo fucking shaman type hyena, and it's like maybe you could get two of these and kind of like flank that one, and it would look pretty cool. And you can even check this one out with some guns too. Fuck it, who cares? But I don't know. I just have to wonder like how difficult it is going to be to stand up. Scope wise though, it looks fucking awesome. I like how this shit looks a lot. It just, man, I don't honestly, when I saw this, I was like, man, a fucking animal line, please. Anybody, anybody out there, they don't need to walk on two legs, guys. Like people like animals, man, especially when they look this detailed, this gritty. It just, you got the fucking, is it articulated jaw? I hope it is, or is it two head sculpts? Oh, it's two head sculpts. That's kind of lame, but I understand. Also, might be easier for them to pull it off, but that's the one thing about this figure that's kind of just holding me back from it being a get, is just how difficult it is going to be to stand up, knowing how loose some of these figures get. I don't want to just like be a wet blanket on it. That's just a concern that I have when I looked at this one. But outside of that, I think it just looks fucking awesome as fuck. Like seriously, this would be a get for me. If I would just be 100% sure that the thing is going to be standing up pretty straight. And then is this one the one that has a double jointed elbows? Because I did hear about like new articulations. So we got double jointed knees on this guy. So, is that for the better? Is that a permanent thing going to be going on all figures? I don't know. I know I know they're coming after fucking people that mentioned better articulation. So it's kind of crazy to see it now. So we're getting some double jointed elbows and double jointed knees on this motherfucker. That's pretty crazy, man. Um, Mufasa, say it again. Mufasa hyena, bro. Oh man, yeah. This looks pretty cool, man. But like I said, I'm just a little bit concerned. All in, baby, my man. NYC, god damn it, NYC. Over here infecting people, bro. I would have got some of the waves if they didn't show the dragon. Oh, we're gonna talk about that dragon right now. I can see the dragon with a Seiya Shiria Myth X figure. God damn it, guys! Can you just wait till we talk about the fucking dragon? We're talking about hyena right now. They do what? What are you talking about? Man, I lost this chat. I buy Mythic Legion figures when they look cool. I don't know anything about lore. Yeah, same. I'm right there with you. I just buy them when they look cool. Mufasa the hyena. Is that Ed? Yeah. Nah, bro, it's Mufasa. Oh man. They cracked under pressure and added double elbows. That awesome for sure. Yeah, I don't know if it's that they cracked under the pressure or if it's that certain characters definitely need it, but man, you could say that about past releases, right? I don't know. I think it's for the good, but like I said, it's like, man, if they're single joints, to me, some of them got loose. I would have to like be really weary of like now double joints for them. It's not necessarily like on all figures, but on a figure like this, like look how he's standing. Like that's a lot of weight on that one little ass foot. Like that's just gonna be bitch, a bitch to stand up. And you know what? Honestly, hold the fucking phone. I actually forgot about this shit. This fucking shit just reminded me. It's this fucking bath. This fucking Blackheart. This motherfucker. This fucking thing. This Marvel Legends bath. Hold on. Let me get this shit off the show. This shit is a bitch. Bitch to stand up. I actually got this last week too. Forgot to bring it up. Built out the bath. This shit. Look at the legs. Look at the fucking legs on this shit. I try standing this shit. I can't stand it up without fucking the tail. Because you're putting all this weight on this little ass bottom part. This part fucking bends. It bends so easy. This is a fucking Marvel. You bet your ass that fucking hyena, that Mufasa hyena, is gonna be fucking a bitch to stand up. It's so hard. It's so hard to get that right. Like, I don't know. Like this Blackheart is dope as fuck. But man, when I got it, I was like, man, let me just try to stand this shit up. And it's so hard. It fucking falls. Like you have to use that tail for sure. I don't know. Like I was like trying to like see how I could tighten those joints up, but it just fuck, man. Like it just gives, you know. So I don't know if you kind of crouch them down, it kind of works, but I think you're gonna have to do the same thing with this one. Like that lower foot, I don't think they should have added any kind of cut right there. Like I don't think they should have added any kind of cut right above the toes right there. It should have just been it should have just been flat. Like it should just not have been anything to just really hold like sturdy, you know. I know it's gonna fuck up the posing when you're trying to get like fucking the hinges right there on the toes, but I don't know. I saw that and I'm like, yep, I'm avoiding that shit. I'm avoiding it. As cool as it looks. I don't think I want it. The sculptor went into detail about how cheeks and cheekbones don't look accurate on articulated jaws. Yeah, you're kind of right about it. Like I said, I can kind of understand, but fuck, man, it's a fucking accurate. This is a fucking anthropomorphic hyena. What are you talking about? Accurate, bro. It's like, come on, man. Not all figures will have the double joints, just the ones they feel need it and can look good while doing it. Yeah, that's kind of what I figured. I felt like it's gonna be the ones that kind of really need it and where they can really hide them. That's exactly what I was kind of figuring. Hope they stiffen up the plastic on this wave. I had some gummy shit recently. Yeah, you were talking to me about that, Boncho. That's why I'm like, that's the one thing holding me back from this one. That's like, man, I don't know about that shit. The detail is crazy, but the more articulation is chef's kiss. Yeah, I think so. If it's done right, and I think they did do it right on this. It's just those front hinges. I'm not really stoked on. My man Wavy says, I've been waiting for those Templar dudes be fit, jump into the line. Yeah, if they get some double joints on some of those like knights and stuff, I think a lot more people are gonna jump into some of these like older or newer releases that incorporate that. Boncho, they have a pill for that now. QC Nightmare. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's like the one. Omar Unhinged. Yeah, take them damn hinges out, bro. QC fucking Nightmare. Exactly. That's what I think. I'm like, you know what? I don't want to be a Debbie Downer, but it's just something that I was like, man, when I saw it, I was like, oh fuck no. I'll wait for that one all day. One thing I noticed, all these figures represent different continent. Chicana serpent, Chinese alchemist with dragon, and now African hyena. Yeah, you're kind of right about that. Does kind of make sense. Use museum gel for the legs. I have to look into that. Stiffen them things up. Ghost Tab. They showed off that in the lore and land they come from is basically only a continent, and they showed off the new map of the whole world. Okay, season. I fucking missed that because that's when I was like, man, why the hell are they jumping around so much? I know this is called like the Reign of the Beast wave, and I was like, okay, I get it, like a little Animal Kingdom type. I'm like, all right, that's cool, but I was like, man, I thought they were really leaning into like Snake Man and stuff, so it kind of threw me off. Because then next they'll be moving to like a humanoid type of guy. And this is one where I was like, man, this shit looks exactly like an accessory figure, man. It does look cool though, and like I said, man, you're incorporating double jointed like articulation and stuff. Oh man, I think a lot of these are gonna get like pre-ordered like a lot heavier. So this is the Golden Pride of Leondor. So this one is $40. This looks to be the cheapest one so far. And man, I don't know, it doesn't look bad, but it just kind of threw me off because yeah, like I said, this one, not now knowing I guess about the continents and all that stuff, it's like all right, the hyena do make sense, but this one kind of threw me off. I was like, where are they going with this shit? Just like a random gladiator looking dude. It looks cool. I think it looks cool as fuck. I don't know. It might honestly be one that I get. I did like their barbarian wave and stuff. I picked up a couple of their gladiators, so it'd be kind of cool to buy more of those. I always kind of said this is kind of like the stuff that I like from Four Horsemen. It's not specific characters, it's just like cool like knights, like barbarians and fucking gladiators and stuff, like warrior types, and like this one would be one of them. So I don't know, man. It looks cool as fuck. I definitely like it. I gotta see. This might be one that I go in for. But I like how it looks, but it's something about it is just kind of throwing me off. I don't know if it was just kind of just stood out too much in this wave, but I don't know. Doesn't look bad. And I like the armor and stuff. I like the fucking like the chainmail on this fucking like lower half and stuff. It looks awesome. I just hate that fucking ugly hole in the back though. What the fuck, man? Fuck is that for, guys? This is like custom parts and stuff. I don't want that shit. I just want a nice flush fucking back piece. I want that shit. I say cover it up with some other stuff, but man, yeah, this one looks cool. And yeah, double jointed arms, double jointed legs. Like, dude, why the fuck didn't they do this so long ago, man? And dude, honestly, I didn't get into any of that. Like, I mean, I watched the videos. I watched like the back and forth between Ninja and like fucking, 1-6 and like the Cabal and all that stuff. And I was like, you know what? I'm not in that. I don't need to throw my 2 cents in there. But man, it was pretty ridiculous that they came after Ninja for just wanting double jointed arms, double jointed legs, and they took a shit on the guy, shit talked him, and then we get this, like the very next wave, and it's like, what the fuck, you fucking goofballs. But it's not 4 Horsemen. That was just like random people in the Cabal. So I don't know how stupid them dudes are feeling right about now, because like, yeah, this looks great, and this is exactly what people have been asking for. Not just Ninja, but multiple people. Throw some double jointed arms, throw some double jointed legs on that. You're not gonna fuck up your beautiful skull. It's like, it's still gonna look good, it's gonna move better, and it's gonna get more people to go in for the stuff, and it's like, man, seriously, that's probably one of the reasons why I don't want to buy this fucking thing. It's like, you know what, you guys are just, but like I said, it's not no fault to the 4 Horsemen, but it's just stupid people sometimes. They can't take opinions from other people. It's like the guy's just giving his opinion. You could just not listen to it. Like, just continue buying your stuff, and it's the same thing here. Anybody in my chat or myself, you say this shit all the time. We want this, we want that. Dude, oh, it's not this line. Go buy a fucking Marvel Legend. It's not fucking this line. You guys are fucking, it is this line now. So you guys look like the biggest dumbasses. So I don't know. That's just my 2 cents on that shit. But outside of that, Roman fail. Oh man, damn it. I think it looks cool now that I'm looking at it. I kind of like, at first I was like, it looks kind of lame, but no, I like how it looks. I might go in for 2 of these guys because it looked like some good like Roman, yeah, like Roman gladiator types, like they're going in there to fuck up the rest of the barbarian dudes. You can buy this dudes to fight your Jesus from that other line they had, the D13 stuff. Man, was there any update on that shit? When does that line hit? Fuck, and then did they even talk about the Necronominous wave that still hasn't hit? Like, man, we're talking about a whole nother wave, a whole dragon. So I don't know. It's a good way to distract people. That's for damn sure. Leon Das figure, I guess. Too much clothes. My Spartans look sexier. I think I read that wrong. This is too real world. Jesus killers. Fucking shit. Roman fail. They can finally hold the swords. Oh shit. Yeah, I hope they dial that down too. Is a fucking just the tightening of the grip on some of their weapons, man. Like some of the times I have like a sword on like just a figure, and it's like it doesn't grip it anymore. It's just loose as fuck, So hopefully that stuff. It's like, man, that's even when they were like saying that we want to get double joints. It's like, okay, I can understand no double joints, but man, can you just tighten up like the simple QC stuff that you guys are doing? Like at least like the loose joints and stuff. That's what I would want more than double joints. It's just them fixing the gumminess of this stuff. It's like I honestly would prefer that if these were single jointed, but they guarantee that they were not gonna get so fucking loose. We're barely touching them, So I don't know. Hopefully that is gets fixed. But let me hold my breath. Jesus dunking on Romans. Praise the Lord. No way. Hold the grudge. If you are gonna spend money, you have the right to an opinion. Yeah, I think so too, man. Like that's just my whole thing to the conversation. It's like, man, even here in this channel, I understand my channel is not for everybody. I don't give a fuck. Like I don't care. I'm still gonna speak my mind. I'm not gonna say, oh, to appease this crowd, I'm gonna say this, or I'm gonna talk like this, or I'm gonna say this about this stuff because I want to keep this person watching. I don't give a fuck. People can watch. They don't want to watch. People can have their opinions. I listen to everything and I can formulate my own. That's just the bottom line. Like I'll listen to people praising stuff and I'll listen to people bashing stuff and I'll still have my own opinion. Necrowave 2025. 2025 is it summertime? 2025? Fucking shit. That Necrowave, I forgot I ordered already. Exactly, bro. Not a peep, huh? A whole ass con. Not a peep to that. But we're moving on from this Roman guy because you guys shit talk this one enough. I do like the shield though, and I bring up that shield. That shield look hot. And then next up, we got this big lion dude, and this is an ogre scale. So this is Leodicius. So big king of the fucking jungle, king of the empire. This dude looks fucking awesome. But man, like I said, bro, how I wish somebody would make an articulated lion. Like, man, like I know we're seeing like companies like Fury Toys, D20, they're making these articulated tigers, these articulated mounts. Like, dude, just a simple lion, just a fucking articulated lion. Like, man, how awesome of a figure would that be? And that's all I could think of when I saw this shit. I was like, this looks awesome. But like, I don't want him on two legs. I don't want any more. Like, dude, enough of this anthropomorphic stuff. Had enough. Like, I've had my fill. You know, I'm still looking forward to the Fury Toy stuff that's coming out. Like, that's kind of probably the lines that I'm just gonna stick to as far as anthropomorphic releases. Obviously, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Whoever's making those, probably stick to those. But man, please, like, dude, isn't that Mufasa? Mufasa on Psycho, man. It's fucking Mufasa, guys. He won't leave me alone. It's just, man, I gotta say though, it is a fucking awesome looking figure. It is a standout piece. I just gotta wonder the same thing I wondered about the hyena. Is definitely a concern here. Like, just look how top heavy this dude looks. You think he's gonna be standing like without any kind of stand or anything? I don't think so. I definitely don't think so. I think you're gonna be having to lean him on that gigantic fucking hammer that he has, because that hammer is awesome looking. I think that's reused, right? They've put that out on a I think it was a 2-pack or something. Could be wrong, but it does look familiar to me. But man, this fucking lion, it just looks so awesome. But man, all I can just hope for is just one day just a regular lion. I'd be all in for a fucking just a regular plain old Mufasa. No walking on two legs, no armor, none of that shit. But I do gotta say, it is an awesome looking piece. This one being an ogre scale, it is gonna be priced up a little bit more above the deluxe. So this one's $80, man. Where fuck, after seeing the next reveal that we're gonna take a look at, I don't know if you could just be all in on all this stuff right now. I think people are gonna be saving their buckaroos for a while. But man, this one looks cool. This one looks really cool. I don't know. I don't know if I'm gonna go in for it though. Like I said, I can definitely see like a Fury Toys doing some kind of lion figure, something, you know, maybe even Accessory doing something different. Those are probably the two lines that I'm just gonna stick to as far as like anthropomorphic stuff. It's just the Accessory stuff and the Fury Toy stuff, because like they've been putting out the stuff that I've been pretty stoked on. So I don't know if I need to like go in on getting some of this like Four Horsemen stuff. Especially if I have the concerns that I have as far as just like the stiffness on the joints where they need to be stiff, you know. Hey, yo, pause. But dude, yeah, I don't know. Outside of that, the design on them looks cool as fuck. Like, yeah, I don't know. For $80 though, that's kind of an expensive piece, man. But if he's ogre scale, that's pretty fucking humongous, you know. So man, I think this one in hand, I think I might change my tune and maybe go in for it. But right now, I gotta stay away, man. However, though, this would be the best opportunity to get him, though. You know, you get him in now, you get him for $80. I think this one would probably be priced up maybe in that 120 range when it goes to BBTS and these online retailers. And I think at that price, I think that would be a little bit too much. The new ogre scale hips are bad. The barbell is too smooth. They do the splits. Fuck. See. Like, see, that's what I'm saying, man. That's where I'm gonna have to pump the brakes. The hips will be loose in the first week. I mean, that's what I'm like. That's what the hell I'm saying. Just looking at this dude, like looking at like how he's standing, and then looking at that upper torso with all that armor, with the fucking huge hammers, like that huge head. Like, I don't see this dude standing up. I would be more concerned about this one than the hyena, but outside of that, I don't know, man. Maybe they're taking that into account when they're, you know, incorporating these cuts and stuff. They're like, all right, we gotta take this into account and kind of plan ahead, put something a little bit more sturdy together. But hopefully that's their plan. You know, I think for any of these figures right here, I'll probably hold off on until I see a review on them. You know, people are gonna be going all in. So definitely gonna get some reviews on these, man. who knows when the hell this wave hits though, man. If they still are backed up on the Necronominus stuff, it's like I have to wonder like how backed up they are in the factory. Because yeah, I don't know. Because obviously the next reveal that we're gonna take a look at is the motherfucking dragon, guys. So yo, the showstopper, man. This thing was fucking hot, bro. Like this thing was awesome, man. Um, it instantly captivated our entire toy community, bro. As soon as people saw this thing, I don't think people could believe it, man. This is Mythic Legions, 10 years in the making. What's the name of this fucking goddamn? I go on their fucking Instagram and it's like they have this gigantic ass post, and it's like, where the hell's the name? Why is the name the first thing you read, man? It's Bayathir the Green. So, man, fully articulated 112 dragon that measures well over 3 feet long from the tip of his nose to his fully extended tail, and 22 inches from the bottom of his feet to the tip of his wings. That's fucking humongous, dude. Like, seriously, when I saw this picture, like you can't even like really wrap your head around how big this thing is. I think all you can do obviously is admire the awesome photography that's being taken of this, the awesome sculpt, the paint. But man, I'm very jealous of the people that got to see this shit in person, because looking through the images that were shared online, you really get to take it all in and just see how fucking huge this thing is, because you can get the measurements, put on the screen all day. I don't think it does any kind of service to the figure. It just doesn't look like anything. It just looks like a fucking like a flat screen. Doesn't You don't see anything. You don't even see the size of it, even though it has it right there, 31 inches, 22, fully extended. So you're talking about 54 inches with the fire. That's another 16 inches there, 28 from the bottom to the top. Like, man, if you do decide to go in for this, where do you put it? Where the fuck do you put this thing? Like, this is humongous, dude. Like, seriously, when I was looking at this, like before I had seen any of the images of it in hand or anything, I was like, man, how big is that? I was like, wait, 22 inches. I was like, man, that's pretty big. Man, that's like 2 Hot Toys standing up on top of each other. Then I was like, damn, 31. Like, fuck. That's a lot of fucking real estate this is gonna take up, man. Like, dude, I seriously, like, just thinking about price aside, just where do you put this shit? Like, where do you put it, man? Like, I'm like trying to make shelf space like on my toy shelf for like that fucking dragonfly, and I'm like having a hard time. Like, man, where am I gonna put this shit? I think I just need to fucking hang this shit somewhere. I don't even have any idea where the hell this would go. Like, you would need like a coffee table just for this. I did love the display that they had this thing encased in. But man, just looking through it, you're looking through the other, just comparing the scale to it, to a fucking ogre size, to a fucking troll size, to their horse, regular legions figure. Then you got a little goblin. It's like, man, look at that troll. It makes that troll look so fucking tiny. And those trolls are humongous, dude. It's like, like I said, you can't even wrap your head around the size of this thing, until you start to see some pictures of it in hand. Shout out to Ian Reed on X, aka Hard Return. This guy always does this dope comparison of like HasLabs and bigger sizes. So right here you have the image of the dragon right here on the bottom left. It's like right in front of that fucking Super 7 Snake Mountain, and that thing is huge. We just took a look at that Super 7 Cat's Lair, how big that thing was. Look at this thing. It's almost the size of it, man. It's bigger than a fucking the Razor Crest, bigger than that fucking turtle van. Just as big as that fucking the Rattler. Making that Sentinel HasLab look tiny as fuck, man. And just looking at the Unicron next to it, it's like, man, this thing is massive, bro. It's just humongous, dude. Like, and see, even looking at the dragonfly on the top, it's like I'm trying to make space for that. I'm gonna have a fully articulated dragon. I definitely want to display him with fucking spitting out that fire. Like, why wouldn't you? Like, it just looks so much better, So man, definitely gonna have a hard time just finding the space for this thing if you do decide to go in for it, man. Because looking at the booth shots, shout out to Find My Figures, the Find My Figures girls, Robo, Paternia, anybody that was like sharing images of this online. I got mixed images, so I wasn't able to kind of credit people accurately. But man, shout out to everybody that took pictures of this thing and was willing to share them. This thing was so fucking awesome. Like I said, the little thing that it was encased in, like how dope of a display is that? Like it just looks so badass, man. Like, and now we start to think about the price on this thing. It's not just the size of it, man, but the articulation that they're incorporating into it. Like, obviously, you got the wing articulation, the neck. Man, the probably the most impressive part outside of this, outside of the size, is that fucking tail, man. The tail just has like all these like different kind of cuts. You're gonna just be able to kind of swing this thing around like crazy, just get multiple shots. Man, it's just so fucking sick to see this thing next to like fully grown adults. And man, this thing looks huge, bro. This is bigger than my dogs. I got two little ass dogs. This thing's bigger than them. It's like, holy shit, man. Like, dude, what a fucking awesome piece. Like, seriously, I was watching some of the 3PO podcasts the other day, and Bobby, I guess he was out there, Action Force and stuff. And yeah, he said very few times has he ever been like just jaw dropped, like impressed, like whoa, this is like one of them. And like, yeah, seeing this, I could have only imagined seeing it in person, bro. I think the only opportunity I'll get to see this in person is if I actually do decide to go in for this pre-order, because the pre-order didn't open up this weekend. They are going to hold off until January just to get some of the logistics. Obviously, the numbers got to get crunched up. What price do you think this thing is going to be priced at, guys? I got to ask, because I was talking to my boy Boncho. Stupidly, I'll be fully transparent. I'm a fucking idiot. I was like, what do you think it's going to be, 350 or 400? I got to be the only idiot online that was thinking, no, I think it's going to be 350. Like, just look at the fucking thing. Granted, it was before I got to see, in-hand images of this shit in the booth. I only got to see the promotional images. Like I said, I was looking at the size, the measurements, and all that stuff. But man, looking at it in the booth, I was like, yeah, what the fuck was I thinking? 350. Look at this shit, man. Some people are guessing 500. I've seen people guessing up to 1,000. Some people are guessing $700. I think it might be, honestly, now that I'm kind of looking at it, I think it's going to be at $550, $50 shipping. I think, I hope at least. And that's generous, How the fuck did I say 350? I don't know. I must have been high as fuck, probably, most likely. But yeah, I don't think this thing is going to go lower than 5. Like, just seriously, if it goes lower than 5, you'd be crazy not to buy multiples of this thing, man, and maybe flip one in the future, because I think this is going to be a grail piece for a very long time for anybody in the action figure community. Because just look at this fucking shit, man. I love this pose. I guess they had 2 of these fucking things. They had like one pose up in that first little booth around like all that rubble and stuff, and then they had them perched up on this rock. Just looking at the detail of it, like, look at all the scales, look at all that paint deco, like, that shit is awesome. Just, man, I love this pose right here. I think if I do get this, I just got to go outside. I got to go like hiking somewhere, just buy a big ass boulder and just like rock and just take it back, perch this thing up on there, because it just looks so awesome, man. I was hearing about the stories that they always had like a dragon up their sleeve. I always thought, I was like, man, these guys are, this is a tall tale. They're never gonna do that. Like, there's no way. I didn't think they would ever, And then I always kind of did wonder, like, if they do it, how would it look? Like, I don't know why dragons are just kind of in different kind of forms. Sometimes, like, we just looked at that little floating dragon. Sometimes I picture dragons like that, just like a snake, almost like a serpent. Then you see them like this. Fuck, I never really could like picture like what kind of a dragon they would make. So to finally see this shit, it's like, man, this is perfect. This is better than anything I could have ever imagined. Like, seriously, like, even the color, I'm glad it wasn't like some dark black or some muddy brown color. It's just like the perfect color. Like, this is the green. Like, oh shit, like, that's tight. Maybe we might see a red one in the future, some kind of fucking molten lava type of dragon. I don't know. Like, man, the possibilities now are endless now that they got this thing tooled up. It's like, man, how many more dragons will they ever make? Like, and that would be crazy to even think of. Like, it's like, man, if this is one, man, then they make 4 of these fucking things. Where would you put them? Like, where would you put them? You would need like a whole fucking bay of shelves just for this shit. You know, it's like, it's crazy. But what are your guys' thoughts on it, man? As I kind of read through some of the chat, because yeah, like I said, for me, I was just thoroughly impressed with this shit. And I didn't even get to see it in person. So shout out to the people that were out there. I'm sure they were fucking glazing this motherfucking thing up, man, because this thing looks so fucking awesome. My man Joy says, I'm not paying shipping. Right? I hope it's just an all-in price. It's like, all right, just pay this shit and you get this motherfucker, bro. Cause yeah, Dragon Mufasa, fucking $700. Okay, now this is where we get into the nitty-gritty, man. 700, bro. I think I would still be in. Like, seriously, I think I would still be in, because, like, man, there's certain HasLabs sometimes where I'm like, man, I'm kicking myself for not getting that shit. And there's like a $300 purchase. I'm like, man, I should have got that giant, man. Stupid. Okay, I can live with it. Whatever. That's not the biggest FOMO. I don't think I would be able to live with passing up on this shit. I would not be able to live, because you know for a damn sure you're never gonna get this shit in the aftermarket. Nobody would ever sell it to you for less than $1,000. And that's if this thing isn't priced at $1,000. You know, it's like, I can only imagine this thing being priced at $1,000. What the aftermarket price on this thing would be, you wouldn't see it for less than $2,000. You know, and I think people would honestly pay that if they missed out on it, man. Bro, I seen this live on Friday. This is a big bad motherfucker. My boy Nasser is shit, man. For real. Just look at this thing, man. Like, man, just so fucking awesome. I'm glad they gave you that fire effect too, because even that shit looks sick as fuck. It's like torching this dude right here. But yeah, $700, man. If that's the price, seriously. Rick says 600 is my prediction. You sure it's not 350 like my stupid ass? The head looks like a Parathernax. Fuck me if I don't know what that is. The wings and the fire are part of an accessory set. Okay. So this is what the fuck? Part of an accessory set. Nah, if that's true, that's lame, bro. You're kidding. I'm definitely getting the bonus pack too. Okay, so I gotta watch that stream. It's an accessory pack. Fuck the fuck. I would sell 90% of my legends to make room. Just, yeah, that's a lot, bro. 2030 problems. Oh man. Yeah. When do you guys think this thing will come out? This thing gets pre-ordered on in January. I don't see it coming out in 2026. I think I see it like 2027 at the earliest, dude. And it'll probably be late 2027. So fuck, I don't know, man. Because like, I don't know, they have this prototype and the prototype looks awesome. So to me, it feels like they've been like working on this thing for a while. I think right now, like I said, it's just about crunching the numbers and stuff, and then seeing how many people are going in for it, man. But I think right now the thing that's like definitely giving people pause is like that fucking price tag and what it could be, you know. But like I said, they put this thing anywhere near $500. Yes, it's just gonna get pre-order fucking heavy. A must, my man Wavy. Yeah, for real, bro. We're talking about this shit. Like, man, fuck worrying about the room. You get this shit. You get it. You worry about that later, man. I see this going for $450, 75 plus 80 for the accessories. So like $550 around there. So it's 80 for the accessories. Man, just throw the accessories in there. Total price. No, who the fuck is gonna buy this without the wings? Who's that stupid? Who would buy this without the wings and the fire? Like, no, nobody's gonna do that. Oh, so that's the two versions that we're talking about, right? I thought one was gonna be like a battle armor or some crazy shit. I thought that would have been a lot cooler for an accessory pack, like some kind of like battle armor or some kind of shit. Not the fucking wings. Oh fuck, that's a miss. That is a miss. It does look amazing though, no doubt. Oh yeah, no fucking doubt about that. Let me see. Damn, these comments are scrolling up, bro. Let me go down. Love the Ghost Rancor. Yeah, I know. My man Ian Reed, that fool. That Ghost Rancor. That's so funny, right? It does the Ghost Rancor. Look how big the Rancor was. This shit dwarfs that fucking little ass shit, man. What a miss. That fucking Rancor. Let me see the rest of this fucking chat. NYC says he bro did a good video where he put a TV behind different figures and scaled the optical picture to them to show off the dragon scale. He bro, okay, I don't think I follow he bro. Ghost Rancor is hilarious. Don't need a Fin Fang Foom. Yeah, see now, like man, if Marvel Legends had that up their sleeve to make a Fin Fang Foom, it's gonna look so dog shit next to this. Like seriously, they better cook up something fucking awesome if they do decide to do a Fin Fang Foom. I know like the design could be like different, but if they do anything that looks lacking next to this, it's gonna stand out so much. It's gonna be like, man, you guys are $1 billion company, $1 billion corporation, and these guys are schooling you. Like fuck, bro. Like I think they're the ones that definitely took the biggest L this weekend. No fucking doubt. Where's the guy that makes cardboard scale models? We need you for reals, man. We need some fucking cardboard cutouts of this shit. This is one of the 5 pillars. What the fuck does that mean? 5 of these hoes? Yeah, that's what I mean. It was like one of the 5 pillars. Like, I hope not. I hope it's like mythical beasts type of thing. I hope it's like maybe one more dragon and maybe like I don't know. I like that fucking 3-headed Cerberus, that huge ass dog. That'd be cool. That'd be a fucking awesome figure. You know, that huge ass fucking dog that guards the gates of hell and shit. I forget his name. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know what the fuck that means. It's crazy that they're like starting like this like new chapter in their stuff, you know. So I don't know. I'm sure the fans of the line are fucking stoked as fuck because if this is like the kickoff point to something completely new from them, man, what a way to kick it off. Like seriously, dude. Like I don't think you could have done better than this. And it's like crazy that this thing was hyped for so long. And to me, I feel like it met all the expectations, you know, like seriously, you know, and obviously when you get this thing in hand, maybe might run into some hiccups, maybe yeah, that's where you got to wonder too, also about QC and stuff. Like you were just talking about fucking Mufasa hyena and shit. And it's like, all right, gotta wonder, you know, but man, here I think just the sheer size of this thing is just such a standout piece. It's just gonna carry it. You're probably gonna be able to look over a couple loose hinges or something. I wonder if you can articulate this in a dope flight mode. Yeah, that's what Bobby had mentioned. He was like, it would have been cool to see this thing like on some like flying. I think this was like the closest thing that you could kind of see it. But man, yeah, like getting some kind of flight mode. I would definitely want to see that. That would look fucking sick, you know? Like just maybe even if he's like flying backwards, like blowing that fire, that would look fucking awesome. Like that would just look so fucking badass. But man, yeah, I think any which way you pose this thing, like it's just gonna stand out. Like I said, the sheer size of this motherfucker. They know the price. They don't want to say because nobody will order the beast wave and save for the dragon. Yeah, exactly. I think you're right about that too. I think that was like the main reason. It's like, oh, we're thinking of like, you guys had this thing 10 years in the making. You guys know exactly when to price it out. But yeah, exactly. That's what I was thinking of exactly. Right before the show, I was like, man, this shit is actually up for pre-order. The fucking wave. I thought that wave was gonna go for pre-order later on for some reason because I was like, there's no way they're gonna put up for pre-order while they haven't delivered the Necronominus stuff. Nope. They're taking that money in right now. So yeah, but I think it's just the hype of the con, the fucking awesome reveal of this dragon. I think it just got like people just hyped for the line. And I think that wave is gonna get pre-ordered pretty heavy because again, there was a lot of new stuff in there. Like compared to that last wave that they did, that last wave was just so fucking lackluster. That was an easy save your money wave, you know? Like this one, I think you'd be pretty smart to go all in on this wave. You know, I think the all in right now is a 350 around there, some shit like that. So it's not crazy. No, not crazy. It was pretty cheap for the all in. It's 320 for all in plus shipping. So that's not bad, you know? You're getting all this new shit in there. But yeah, I think you're right about that, Codenames. You were not the only one. I guess 250 USD before knowing the dimensions. Yeah, bro. I was like, I think it's gonna be 350. I say 500, 70 for the accessory, 75 for the accessory pack. Okay. That's not bad. See, if it's 320 for a whole wave, I think it might be 600, honestly. I think it'll just be like two all-in waves, like that would be the price, you know. But like I said, the stupid accessory pay, throw the fucking total in there, the total tally, bro. I don't want to know about plus this, plus that. It's like, bro, throw the shit in there. People want everything. Give me that crap. I'll name him Mufasa the Dragon. Fucking goes to fuck. Didn't someone say the body was going to be a rotocast to cut costs? I seen someone put that on a video. I don't know. I don't know. I haven't seen too many videos on this stuff lately. Like I said, that's why I'm kind of lost as far as like some of the details. They said they have not decided if it would be rotocast or injection yet. Oh, okay. Okay. They still have other dragons to do, and they will look completely different. Okay, so I can imagine them doing different size ones too. Also, right? I don't think they're all going to be the same fucking size. The story is that there's 5 dragons. Oh fuck me. No. Then hopefully this thing is not over $500. I can't imagine spending more than fucking. I already can't imagine spending that much money on one thing, but fuck. Here we go. I'm definitely not getting this beast shit. I don't even have enough room in my garage from it. My man B Rivera. Oh, bro, you got to worry about the room later, man. You got to go all in for this dragon, dog. You don't want to miss out. It comes with an articulated head. Shit, I hope it comes with a lot more than that. It's fucking $700. It might be. It comes with the smaller wings from the first pose when it's on the rock. The extended wings and flame are the accessory pack. Oh, okay. All right. Yeah, I think that's still kind of lame. I would just want all of it packed in, but all right, I can understand. The fire breathing head comes with the accessory set. Okay. Oh, so it's not the fire effect. It's a whole ass head. Oh, okay. So that makes sense. I can see that. The shipping to me will be probably crazy. Yeah, oh yeah, for sure. Out to Hawaii, bro. Did you see this as a crowdfund? Do you see this as a crowdfund? Is that what they were talking about? I honestly don't think so, man. I think they can just rely on the customers to like fund this shit. Like just open up a pre-order and take the money in already, you know? Because crowdfund, it's like you're not taking any money in. These guys want the money. They want the pre-order. So they're gonna open up the pre-order. People are gonna pay that shit, and I'm pretty sure online retailers are gonna try to get some of this shit too, man. Like they said, this might be a store horseman exclusive, store horseman side exclusive. Fuck that. You know the retailers are gonna want a piece of this shit. You know, Big Bad Toy Store is gonna want a piece of this fucking thing. 2 sets of wings, bro. 1 folded down. Yeah, I can understand that then. You know, give me all of that shit in though. I want all one price. Do you think this is why they didn't announce Fing Fang Foom this year? I'm thinking that's why. I mean, I don't know why they would have any insight to this. I mean, maybe. I mean, this was getting teased out for so long, but it's like to me, I don't think so. I think they already had the plans for this year like lined up because it's like they had that Dragon Man prototyped out. They had that Sentinel prototyped out. I think they could still do a Fin Fang Foom eventually, but I think they would have to wait now. And they're stupid for not doing that last year or whenever the fuck the Engine of Vengeance was. They should have done that, gotten ahead of these guys, gotten the fucking money. Because now, like I said, whatever they put out, it's gonna get compared to this. And look how fucking awesome this looks. And you're gonna see a fucking Marvel Legend. It's gonna look like just a Marvel Legend, like just a big ass dragon, you know. So I don't know. I don't know if that was the smartest move for them to kind of keep that up their sleeve. But Kraken would be dope. Yeah, Kraken would be fucking sick as fuck. You're right about that. Maybe they can get it Kraken one day. They did show a video. It has ratcheting joints. Yeah. I did see that like prototype video. So yeah, you're right about that, Boncho. Yeah, I do gotta backtrack that. You know, being concerned about the looseness because yeah, I think right here they're gonna know everything that could possibly go wrong with this shit. The accessories pack should be included, like everything they offer. Yeah, exactly. That's what the fuck I said. I want all of it, man. If the Mono 1/6 Battle Cat was $4.99, this has to be twice the amount. But they should throw in all the accessories. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you're right about that. But man, honestly, I don't know what the fuck Mondo's on sometimes. Like it looks like they're just no, I don't even know. I honestly don't know like how they're pricing their stuff because it's like they're like making new tooling and new all this stuff. Like I don't know like what their model is at Mondo, but I would say that these guys are way smaller of a company, like that's definitely a guarantee. But I don't know. I don't know how. I just don't. I can't imagine like them pricing this thing over. I think 700 will be the absolute like ceiling for me, and I think 500 is the bottom. I wouldn't be surprised if it's 500. Like I said, that'd be awesome price. But and I think they would get everybody to pre-order it, and like, yo, that would just keep the cost down. But like I said, they really gauged good excitement from this shit by revealing this thing, man. It's like, yeah, I think they're kind of understanding that, like, okay, this thing is catching a lot of attention. A lot of people are going in for this. I think they're gonna price it accordingly to that. Because I think if they outprice people, then no, then it's like, man, they might lose money because they might just like keep people away from it. So that's I'm hoping that's the strategy. It's like we price it pretty low and get a shit ton of pre-orders in, because that's honestly the best way to get the most money out of this shit. I think, just get the most amount of customers. But hopefully, who knows? Who knows what the fuck they do? Just sleep with it. Space problem solved. Boom. Exactly. Take this thing everywhere. Take this thing to work, the car with you, carpool this shit. They have to meet the minimum order quantity in order to make it. So essentially a crowdfund. Yeah. But it's like they're gonna blow right past that fucking minimum order quantity. Like, no problem. The Mondo motto is fuck your wallet and your bank account and more. I agree. Mondo got to cover the licensing fee. Yeah, that's true. That's also true. True. Man, be weird. How will it work with waifus? You can have a fucking waifu right in this thing. Why not? I don't see no problem with that shit. So yeah, we'll be on the lookout for this thing when it gets fully revealed for pre-order and stuff. I'll definitely take a look at it again, man. So yeah, I guess January can't come soon enough for some of us, man. And then a couple of the in-hand shots of this, shots of Dorkler. I actually got these images from his X account. Get some of the in-hand images for like the wave and stuff. And like I said, you're just looking at the paint that pops on these things. Looks so awesome. Very cool. Yeah, I don't know. It's definitely selling me on some of these when you get to take a look at them in hand. And especially some of these other ones that got the, like, see here, these are the ones that got the stands. Like, and I know these are early prototypes. Like, these are early prototypes, but this dude's standing up pretty fine. He's standing up just fine. Legs and all. So I don't know. That's where I would just have pause with some of these. But outside of that, I think the sculpt, the character designs look awesome. Like, just look at that shit. Like, yeah, I might just have to go in for this one, man. If I have to put him on the stand, who cares? But this shit looks fucking awesome. And this one too. I don't know. It kind of looks a little funny, a little goofy for some people. Code names. But I don't know. I think it looks cool. I might go in for this one. Probably not in through this pre-order though. I'll probably just end up probably copying that on BBTS. I hope it's not over 50. And then the big boy, the big giant lion dude. Like I said, one of these days somebody's just gonna give us a regular lion, regular Mufasa. That'll be awesome. But until then, I'll hold my money out. And then yeah, all in wave is 320, man. So fucking awesome wave, awesome reveals, awesome fucking dragon. Looking forward to that, man. So Reign of the Beast, it is open for pre-order now. I believe it's like a month-long pre-order, so that's about the end of midway through December, I think. So pretty cool. And then yeah, man, if you guys were at LegionCon, there's a bunch of cool stuff. I didn't get to cover too much of it on today's show. Probably won't get around to doing that, but man, there's definitely gonna be awesome coverage on YouTube, man. I know the highly posable guys were out there. I saw Toy Games and the Mega Power dudes were out there. Articulated Ninja, like I said at the beginning of the show, I'm sure he's gonna have an awesome coverage of that on his show. So yeah, be on the lookout for your favorite YouTubers and stuff covering some of this stuff. One of the things I did get though, I had to bring this up, was his Duarte Studios mech. I don't know too much about this shit outside of the images that he shared, but it looks like he's gonna have like an upcoming Kickstarter on this thing. And this shit looking crazy, bro. Like when I saw this, I was like, is that a custom? Is that a 101? And then shout out to Legend Series. I don't know if you guys follow Legend Series. He's on one of the podcasts with Jerk and Gaines. He had like a video where he was like recording this dude. This shit has got like ratcheted joints, magnets in the fucking arms, and like the joints and stuff. Kind of allow like a sturdy figure. This thing was lifting up a fucking like a troll and shit, like a Mythic Legion's troll, no problem. Like it was packing a shit ton of articulation. I was just in awe of this shit. Like, what the fuck? This dude actually made a mech, bro. Like here he has like an Action Force figure. He's got Trigger in there holding up Destro, gripping, like the arms grip pretty fucking tight. Crazy looking thing. I was just very impressed. Like, wow, this guy is not even a toy maker. And he's like fucking making this crazy ass shit. So very impressive. Be on the lookout for this. I guess on his Instagram he put out that more details coming soon. So I'm definitely gonna put this on my radar to kind of just take a look at. Very fucking cool, man. It's like, damn, this dude's doing this crazy shit. So yeah, I'm sure if you guys have like Action Force figures or any kind of like figures, who the fuck doesn't need a mech, you know? Very cool looking piece. So be on the lookout for that. And then yeah, that's all the toy news I have for the evening, guys. Special little episode this week, man. Shout out to my man B, where he says, just woke up. Did I miss the victim line coverage? Yeah, man, you missed it, bro. But yeah, thank you guys for joining me, man. Probably not gonna do an episode this weekend because, like I said, this is a very kind of limited in toy news. Did have this whole wave to talk about for Mythic Legions, Four Horsemen and stuff, so I did want to talk about it, man. That dragon is like, stop everything, talk about this shit. So definitely had to get on the stream for that. But yeah, be on the lookout for the next episode, guys. Yeah, just check out my social media. I'll try to see if I could post something on the YouTube to know when like the next live stream is, so people kind of get a heads up. Because yeah, I want to kind of give people an opportunity to kind of check it out live. But I do appreciate people that check out the replay and stuff all the time also. So yeah, be on the lookout for the next one, guys. I'll try to not be away for too long, man, but can't make any promises and stuff. But as always, guys, like I said, thank you guys, man. Keep buying dope stuff, keep collecting. Remember, guys, these are just my opinions. You guys have yours, I have mine, and we can still chop it up, man. Just gotta be all nasty about it, man. Because then when they start making those double jointed elbows on figures that you were talking shit about, now you know you done fucked up, right? Later, guys, man. Take care of yourselves.